Time to play some goals. Go, 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 goals. Who else gets annoyed by that? Like, I remember when I was younger, only Mexican League football would be on the Hispanic channel, Spanish channel, whatever you call it. And I hated that part of it. After the goal, I'd have to turn it off for a little bit just until they got done saying goal for 72 hours. But what's up, everybody? Let's do it. I'm loading up on caffeine, which I know King Kurt says makes you erusa. But I'm just not built like him. I gotta drink that caffeination to get going. 292 players online playing goals in the alpha stage. Here's the squad. But you're about to see a switch up. Switch up. Time to switch up. Goals. It's as in depth as you can get. And I always got to remind you, this is just the alpha stage. There's going to be so much more added by full release. But the tactical building of your team is extremely important. And let's start with the players we have, right? Just a quick run through. We go to details here. And I'm just going to summarize each of these players. So, striker, could play winger. Terrible passing. Terrible dribbling. But what does he have? High speed. Decent acceleration, but extremely high speed. Right? So, it's going to take him a while to get up there. Once he gets to that top speed, not many are catching him. And he's got almost elite level shooting. Just, we'll call it very good shooting. So we want him just running through on goal. That's it. Right? Attacking midfielder, Athanaso. Not fast, but brilliant dribbling, decent passing. A player that we're definitely going to want to switch up. Obviously, we're going to want to upgrade a lot of these positions because many of these players are starting team level players. And I did take my first couple losses, close games I could have and should have won, but I was severely outpowered. And so when it came down to it, both games going to golden goal, my players just weren't quite strong enough. And there were some definitely user errors, especially one of the losses where he got a red card stopping me from scoring, and then I missed a couple blatant chances after that. It almost was so easy, it mentally got to me, which is bad. I'm in Kurt's words, mentally weak person that must spend hours alone to get strong for these occasions. So, Athanasu, we'll see if he even remains in the starting lineup. Harriet Kocha, she's a beast, always standing out on the pitch. You see, we already went over Harry. Yeah, that's so she's the one who's scoring a lot of my goals, right? But I'm going the wrong way. It's the morning time. Give me a break. Trisha Sparks, right? Pretty good speed, good shooting, good passing. Not the best dribbling, but she stands out on the pitch. She didn't have that, like, you see that lower speed but high acceleration. So opposite of Kocha, like, he takes a while to get going, but once he does, nobody's catching him. Whereas Sparks, right, she'll get going quickly, but she will get caught up too. And because she doesn't have elite dribbling, it's hard to sometimes take advantage of that pretty good shooting, right? But her passing's pretty good as well. She'll be good for now. I just think that right now with where this version of the game is, that lower speed does hurt her, right? Having a player like Kocha with decent acceleration but elite speed is more powerful, even though she has just lower stats overall, except for shooting, which is all I want from a striker. So I put Sparks more, if I can, in a withheld role, right? But much better, like when you look at the passing, much better than Kocha. Then we look at Kosic, elite level speed. Everything else is pretty below average. But for now, could be a good winger if we use wingers in our next build up. We're getting ready to possibly change that. That's what we're looking at. Elaine, defensive mid, pretty good defensive, not elite or anything like that. Pretty good dribbling, elite level passing. Oh, well, when we look at the individual categories, elite level ground and through passing, not lofted passing. That's okay. Keep it in the ground. That's fine. All right, so then we go to Malak Salah, a fullback. Let's see if she could play anything else. No, negative. Even defense isn't the greatest. Passing's decent. Yeah, she's built to just be on the wing. Right? And notice fullback, not wingback. So she's not typically prone to attacking, getting up the pitch, but she can. You can see she can play left and right, full and wingback, as well as CM, DM, and CB. We'll see where she ends up. Another speedy fullback, right, with very good defense, but everything else she's kind of struggling in. Could potentially be a good center back, right? If we played a 5-back, a left or right center back, right? Just not in the central area, which we already have Jill Ferns anyway. Yes, we played her at CM. She could play DM. It might eventually go there, but for now, I just want her involved in every defensive play, right? That elite levels, she's elite in everything except for shooting, but just the quickness she's able to jockey and keep up with shifty attackers, because the change of pace of shifty players can be very hard to mark in this game. And you need a player like Jill Ferns can shut down anybody. She can stick with anybody. Elite standing tackles, jockeying, and even the blocking. If it gets to that, plus defensive positioning, 91 IQ, yeah, she'll be perfect as the backbone of our defense. And she'll be playing back there with Altani, the former star of the team. Still a star, but just a little less bright than Jill Ferns. That's my center back duo if I go to a 4-back system. Palmero, excellent speed. Not the greatest defensively, though. So he's more of like that attacking wingback that can be decent defensively, but against really strong attackers or really strong overlapping wingbacks, he's vulnerable. So you need a really good center back or defensive mid to be aware to go out and help him many times. And then, of course, Wendy McNabb, our starting goalkeeper. Her best area is her handling, her catching and parrying, which is good if you think about it, right? So she's not going to give up many rebounds, and then when she parries the ball, not going to go into areas that are dangerous. And just to be sure, the beautiful thing, once again, we'll check into this, right? Boom. Boom. You go into the official website, you go over here to how to play, player attributes, all the way down at the bottom here under the player field player attribute explanation, you have the goalkeepers. So when I go to handling, catching, how well a goalkeeper can catch and hold on to an incoming shot. The higher the stat, the more likely a goalkeeper is catching the ball rather than parrying it. Perfect, right? No rebounds. But then parrying, she has high parrying too. The higher the parrying stat is, the more likely the goalkeeper is to deflect the ball away from danger zone. So exactly what I thought is exactly how these stats transfer in game. So brilliant stuff, once again, by goals. And that's Wendy McNabb's strong suit. But she's also decent, at least in athleticism, awareness, right? Diving. And then, of course, penalty saving, 86, not bad there either, which does matter in this game. I'll say it again just because it's a good example to show how well these stats integrate into player performance. Say your opponent goes right, you guess correctly, right? You go to save the shot, but they have it pretty well timed, pretty well aimed into the corner, okay? Not perfect, but pretty well. Well, then you get your goalkeeper going, somewhat early, and the better penalty saving will give her a better, let's call it saving box, right? The better ability to actually make the save instead of having it go in. So it's a combination of your keeper's strength or lack of strength in penalty saving combined with your opponent's kick taker, their strength or lack thereof in penalty kick taking, and then you combine those, you add in the user inputs, right? particularly for the kicking player, their aim and their timing on the pulse to see how accurate the shot will be, plus the power. So, depending on your timing of your dive, if you get there in time, right, Winnie McNabb will have a pretty good chance of saving a lot of penalty kicks. So again, there's skill gap in everything in this game. They call it the esport ready football game, and they aren't lying, folks. So how can we then adjust? And we'll just do a quick run through. No reserves because I sold them in the store. You see I have 42,000 points. I'm trying to add those up, get ready for these packs incoming, because we do need some upgrades and we need them bad in certain areas. Some of these games you're going to see us play some absolute beast players. We need to catch up. The skill gap can absolutely create a difference, when you have lower level players competing with the higher level players. But as it should be, you can feel those higher rated players in game, absolutely. But you want to. That's what you want. You don't want a 90 rated player that feels like a 70 rated player, because then what's the point of upgrading your team? So let's get into just a quick run through here. Maybe this Honkanen is a center back. Let me see here. Maybe. No, because I'm going 2 backs. So this is what I changed to just on a whim. And I haven't gone too much into the depth. I can show you it. But this is what I'm thinking about with the 4-2-3-1. Narrow. Right? And they're going to add more formations as we go. This is what we have now. Depth is 50. Which, by the way, if you didn't know, you can go up and down with it. And it will go from high to balanced. You can go low block. So just be aware of that. You just go up and down with it, and then it'll explain all the way up to extreme, where there's pressure on your players. So if you see here, this is an ultra-aggressive defensive setup with the backline holding a high position to apply maximum pressure while it can effectively suffocate build-up play and compress the field. It leaves significant space behind the line, making it highly vulnerable to counterattacks because your team's so far pushed up. Listen, yes, you press up the field. It's a good thing, but trust me, in goals, you can be punished for this, which is good. That's what you want, right? It's high risk, high reward. You're going to be pushed up and pressuring opponents, but if they get in some space, they can break straight away from you. So I have 2 elite center backs. I could go for this, but I'm not going to, right? I had a high line before. It's what I've been using. I'm going to go back to balance, and I'll tell you why. Because what I noticed is, if you give your defense a chance and you have good defensive principles, right, you don't want to give your opponent that ability just to make 1 or 2 passes and just have a huge gap to go through, right? The more patient you are, push back, the more time you actually have to get your opponent where you want them. So it's a little bit different than other football games, right? But go ahead and sacrifice your pressure up the pitch for good defensive cover to make sure you don't let your opponent get, breakaways from midfield that they otherwise wouldn't have got. You're just pushed so far up that 1 pass, for instance, beats like 3 defenders, right? Build up, you can go long, balanced, or short, right? I like long because I like players making runs. That's as simple as that. You don't have to just go for long passes, but if players position themselves further up the pitch and not for long passes, that means they're going to be making runs, which means you can find those runs, or you can trigger them to come to, but they're always going to be looking to stretch the defense out, and that's a good thing. It gives you more room in the build-up. So we keep it with long. Just to try later on, we could go with short passes, right? When players will come to the ball every time, and then you can send them from there. Then, of course, it's bounce. Sometimes they'll come short, sometimes long, but we're going to stick to long for now. And you better believe all this will get more and more and more in depth as we go. Shout out Big Boomfa. How are you, my man? Hopefully you're enjoying goals. I've been having an absolute blast. So goalkeeper, I actually like in goals going with sweeper keeper. And then balance. And these roles will be added. More will be added. Just know that's how it's going to be for everything, right? I won't just keep saying this will be this will be. But we're in the alpha stage and already there's some great stuff, but just expect more detail. So both center backs are on center back and defend. But here's the thing. I have 2 elite center backs. So here's where I got some options. We already have ball playing defender, central defender who will look to take more risk and open up for passing lanes when their team is in possession. An advanced center back, central defender who will look to move into midfield when their team is in possession. So when we have the ball, I can move into midfield. Now here's the problem. When we lose the ball, right, the opponent can get very quick on the counter. It's not like eFootball where, you'll have time to get back. Because everything's so slow. The pass power up, it's a good pace of play, but then it just feels like a million miles it feels like it takes a million times longer in eFootball for the attack to really gain any tempo, to gain momentum, and you always just have time to recover, right? And I say eFootball because it's the closest, as far as speed of game, weighted passes and stuff, it's the closest to goals. And the difference, though, in goals is that you can quickly get on the counterattack. So you might want to stick to just regular center back defend here. If anything, ball playing defender will look to take more risk and open up for passing lanes. So they'll open up to receive passes. But again, that could be dangerous. We're going to keep him to center back defend for now. But you better believe, especially with Ferns, I will be triggering some manual. She has elite dribbling, just those explosive Coman type of dribbles. Not triggering, because I'm not going to have her make runs up the pitch. But when she gets a ball and I see some space, she will take it. And if my opponent's not ready, she can do some damage even from center back. She's a beast. And so is Altani, right? He won't make those explosive runs forward. He's not quite Ferns, who's my first legendary player. That was a reward from logging into the game consecutive days. So make sure you're doing that. There's a lot of great rewards. Then we're going to skip wingbacks / fullbacks for a second and go into defensive mids, right? You either can go defend or balanced, right? Defensive midfielder will sit in front of the defense and focus on protecting the back line. That's a true number 6. And then balanced, right? They will still do the same, except there will be times when they push up or open up for passes. So the thing is, you could go with having one more balance, one more defensive, and that's what I was doing previously. But what I noticed, when you have each of these players has a job to cover a different area of the pitch. So the player who's not covering back as much, like that's more balance, they're going to leave a bit of vulnerability, if I said that word right, to your back line, so you got to be prepared. So for instance, if Elaine's going to be more balanced and pushing up and opening up for passing lanes, if we get countered, I got to be ready for Felizardo and Ferns to hold tight. So it's also worth noting what you do with your fullback, right? So for now, I'm going to keep them both on defend and then manually trigger them if I need to. But that could change. We will see. Now for wingbacks, since I'm doing that, for both of them, you can either go defend, where they're essentially just going to stay all the way back, right? They're going to stay all the way back. They're not going to move up the pitch at all. And then balanced, they won't get into the attack necessarily, right? But they will provide, a passing lane. You're still going to have to trigger them if you want them overlapping in the way that wingbacks do in a 5-back, because they're listed as fullbacks here. They're naturally meant to stay back, but balance at least gives you something there, and that's what we're going to go for, because they're already defensive enough, and I got defensive mids for cover. So this is perfect. Oops, sorry. I meant to put that on balanced. All right, and then we got fullback balance here. So again, wingback, right? They're more like wingers. Fullbacks are defenders, and then defensively they're just going to stay back like center backs. Balance, they're going to help more in advanced positions. right? So they can still provide width for you. And especially with 2 defensive mids to cover outside, balance is more than fine. It's actually, I recommend it for you. Now we get into our attacking mid, centrally, and then our 2 wing attacking mids, let's call it. Now, why do I call it that? Because they have the ability to spread out wide, but they have the ability to stay in the central attacking mid position like they're supposed to. So I want to look for speedier players in these positions that can do some winger work, if you will, but also have some at least decent passing. That's the goal. We might not be able to fulfill that right away, but that's what we're looking for if we stay in the 4-2-3-1 narrow. So, balanced attacking midfielder, pretty simple. No other roles there, right? Then we go into striker. You can either go deep line where they come to the ball, look for it at their feet, or regular striker where they're looking to make in runs, right? And then just attack. So I can't wait for the more roles to be added because they do work so well in the game. You can see not only the players' stats come into effect. I just did a video totally breaking down Fern's, like her unpacking, going through her stats, going through her identity, which I got to show you guys, right? I haven't showed you guys yet. She's driven by the memory of doubters who dismissed her dreams. She is a force of nature in the wing, dominating opponents with unmatched aerial prowess and relentless speed. Few can deny her defensive dominance despite a fiery temper. This assertive player is an imposing presence, turning every match into a showcase of athleticism and unyielding determination. Now, the reason why she's not on the wing, or at least wing mid or wing back, even though, as you can see, she could play, well, she can, as far up the pitch as she can play is only CM. Interesting. But wing back, they do advance pretty high up the pitch. But she's built to be a center back, man. She is so good. Or it's number 6, where you don't have to worry too much about needing her to trigger runs forward or go forward and just having terrible shooting. In that number 6 role, she can stay put. She's always protecting the defensive line. But for now, she is protecting our goalkeeper and our scoreboard from having goals against us with Altani, the dynamic duo. And then striker, we just want someone fast and that can shoot, right? With what we're doing right now. And that's what we have here. Fast and can shoot. That's it. Right? You don't want to get in too many close dribbles with them. You don't want to have to pass with them. But as long as you're sprinting down, getting into open space and finishing, you got a pretty dang good player right here. Right? Weak foot isn't that good. I think strikers should always have good weak foots. That's unfortunate. And I might put Trisha Sparks up there. A little better weak foot, lower speed, higher acceleration. Right? So she's going to get up there quicker, but just not going to be very high when she does get to that top speed. But again, very good shooting. Especially attacking IQ and finishing is brilliant. Let's see, Kocha. Yeah, attacking IQ and finishing is brilliant. Perfect penalties. Long shot 76. Long shot's 81. So we'll go with the pace for now. We'll see how Sparks does in that number 10 spot. Really, it's not really number 10. It's more like a false number 10 / second forward, deep lying striker. And then we'll see how. Let's see if I want to go with Kochic here. The elite speed there. At the Nassau with the great dribbling and passing, not the greatest shooting. I want someone with better. I need more speed there. If I can, and I don't really have it right now, unfortunately. 81 pace, 65 pace. Not the greatest shooting. Alright, so that's where we're having our problems. Niabali could be not the best dribbling, though. Where my man here has great dribbling. He could be trouble for us. So we're really missing a winger. You know what? Let's give one of these packs a go. and just see what we can get. See if we can't get lucky. Of course, another center back. We did not need that, but that is not a bad pickup. 29 dribbling. At least for a substitute, or it could allow me per twos, 86 dribbling, 96 shot, but 91 long shots. Attacking IQ is only 49 though. That's not good. You gotta look at every stat, guys. You gotta look at every stat. His attacking IQ's gotta go. So Pertus is still a better option there. Center back here. If I need substitute center back. Pace and defense. Dribbling's bad. Yeah, sorry, buddy. You gotta go. Alright, so we definitely took an L there. Like a 5,000 point L, but I took a chance on it. Lost out. We're going to have to go with this. Our weaker spot is here. Unless what I can do, switch up. Number 2s, we're going to look for more. Q65. More long shots and things like that. He's got elite long shots. So let's see how he does. But the beautiful thing is, he's got that lack of pace. Right? Decent dribbling, but he can get the ball to his feet and play as a more of a classic 10/true number 10 instead of being a second forward like maybe Sparks would have been. And we're going to have to really just manually control him a lot because his positioning with that IQ is going to be rough. Easily the lowest of all my attacking players with that attacking IQ. Let's see if we got anybody with better attacking IQ. Even this striker, great at heading, great at, you know, penalties, long shots pretty good, but terrible attacking IQ. So that's what we got. The 4-2-3-1 narrow, that's what we're going to go with. So let's get into some action. My boy Boomfa says, I learned quickly in goals it's best to hold shape and play balanced, and I would 100% agree. Looks like we can play, no, 2 days is the tournament. I love how they already have the tournaments and the restrictions and whatnot. Overall max 80. Playing for 10,000 points, 250,000 XP. That's huge. XP, by the way, is how you boost up your players and stuff, I believe. Let's just see if we can get ourselves a match in 5v5 since it's a weekend. This is just like the early. If there was something before alpha, you could have it. But I love the idea of 5v5 tournaments, creating a 5v5 team with your buddies. We're definitely going to have an OGFC 5v5 team, and the first 2 players on it are me and Boomfa. If Boomfa wants to join, but Boomfa, this is your official invitation to my hopefully professional 5v5 team where we play in tournaments and represent. and then we'll recruit 3 others along the way. A lot of Steam players. A lot of Steam players in goals, which I think Boomful would like. I think he's going to go get a Steam, or I can't remember. Go get a Steam. You get what I'm saying. Use Steam. Yes, auto allocation of XP. You collect it, they auto allocate, then your players boost up accordingly. I haven't got to boost anybody up yet. I'm looking forward to doing it. I won't wait too long, but you know, you can go out. I'm a dummy because what I love about this game that other games should learn from, I'm in the lobby still. To cancel, you just press the big center button on your PS. I don't know what it's called. But I'm in the lobby right now, and I can go edit my team, buy packs, right? But I love that they don't just have packs where you can't go crazy. There's no money. They're not trying to steal your money. I don't know, man. Just, you gotta love it. Let's check the leaderboard. Let's see if that same person's still #1 in the world right now. Mary something, or Marky. Yeah, Marky. 537 matches. So we have a lot of matches to catch up. I'm at 1,500 SR, just so you guys understand. 1,000 more SR. That's okay. We'll play the 5v5. That was going to be like my warm-up, but I'm not going to like wait. Play 1v1. Let's get right into ranked. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready for some fun. Good, that's awesome. Boomful, you are on Steam. Good. They'll have ways that we can still connect and all that, which is pretty cool. I gotta figure out what time all the rewards and stuff reset so I can get on a schedule with that. See if it tells me the hours. The other cool thing is you can get on the app while you're playing, while you're in the other game. Well, FC is the only other game with the companion app you can't. It just says one day. It doesn't tell me when though. Alright, here we go, and I can't wait till they add kits and all that. There's so much to come with this, just the alpha stage, like I said. We'll wear for the first time the lighter blue with the black. Love the kits. I actually love the animations and stuff. They went for like a rematch style. So let's do it. First game in our 4-2-3-1 narrow, right? Let's see how we do. We've been playing the 5-2-1-2, which is excellent. We're going to still try to use the width with our wing backs. Oh, try to force a pass there. Oh. Good D. Oh, man, we got to get our passing sharpened. Sometimes seeing... Uh-oh. And there we go. We get punished for terrible defense right off the bat. Man, my passes. My passes are way off. But that's okay. We'll have plenty of time to get our rhythm going. Great job. That's Fern's my legendary player. She makes a difference. Oh, good D. But great run. I should have changed the pace there because I made it obvious where I was going to go. Good D. Oh, no. Good D. Altani. I think that was Altani. So as you can see, the connection's getting me a little bit. I think that's what's going on with the passes. Far away since it is the alpha, and it doesn't affect the game as much as you would think, which is a good thing. See, I hit the ball on... Oh, it was offsides. It was offsides. Good. There's that elite defense and beautiful passing. She has elite passing, Ferns does. Look at this. Ah, bad aim, and I was punished for it, which I love. I love that fact. Bad defense, punish. Bad passing, punish. Total skill gap in this game. You don't get let off offsides. You don't get let off the hook. Good. Ah. Keep thinking I have passing angles that I don't. He's having the same problem. He or she. I don't know if it's he or she. Good ball. Perfect weighted pass to Sparks down the wing. Good change of pace. Oh, he didn't move that defender. I thought he was going to move her. Good patient defense by him. Good movement. Good player here. Guarantee has pretty decent SR. Still keeping it 1-0. Good. Another corner. See how they automatically pull the goalie up? I like that kind of, so they don't turn into this weird game of pulling your keeper out or not, right? Oh, the wrong pass. That was the wrong pass. Good anticipation. Read it well. Use your speed. Get up that pitch. Good. Go. Go. Good. Yes. The rebound. Got a lucky bounce there, but Sparks, great positioning to finish it off. It's just pure football. The animations aren't there yet, but it's pure football. And that's the part that I see that true footballers will see it. Especially the ones who are like, dude, and see it as the advantage that this is like classic Pez. Right? There's that speed. If she didn't have that breakaway speed and good dribbling, I would have been in trouble there, and I would have gave up an unlucky goal, right? Look at the wingback overlapping. Beautiful weighted pass. Fake run. Oh, the good back pressure there. But great speed to catch up. And once again, in trouble. We're going to pause and use our press because that seems to be helping this guy a lot. So let's see this. We're going to pause and use the press. It's helping him a lot. Aggressive is the highest you can go there. High press. We'll have to make sure we just watch those through balls. I like the 5-2-1-2 better so far. Good, come on. Ah. Good. And that's the half. I love that, how they end the half like that. Perfect. Yeah, we're playing this game for the football, boys and girls. Period. And I kind of like the rematch look in it, but I could care less if it was zoo animals playing, as long as it's real football. As long as it's real football where your skill matters. Look at that. Beautiful D. Unfortunately couldn't get out, but that might have been bad if I tried to play it anyway. Good. Come on, come on, come on. Counter. Good. Ah. Good. Come on. You're in. Make a run. Oh my gosh. Oh, no. Overpowered the pass. Overpowered the pass. Good D. Good. Oh, if I could have won the header, it would have been good. Good. Oh, try to squeeze it through. Good, and you're through. Yes! Oh, too much on it, but that could have been there. Oh, I love it, boys. I love this game, dude. I can't even tell you. This is football. Good. Good D. Oh, no, he got through there when I tried to anticipate. That could have been trouble. I see where he wants to go. Not getting there, though. Good. Good counter. Good counter. Let's see. Oh, I tried. Too much. The weight wasn't there. Good. Good overlapping pass. Good. 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 Yes. Yes. Good football. That's okay. Gotta love the football, boys and girls. Offsides. Gosh dang it. Silly run. Silly run by that player, but that's the beauty of it. Offensive IQ matters. Oh no! Good job by the keeper. Good try by. I like how that player went back across his body like that. Yes, come on. Yes. Oh my God. Oh, too much. That's where the skill gap. I got to keep getting better at that. That could have been perfect. What a run down the wing, though. Oh, good interception. Way to read it. Good. 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 Explode down the inline. Oh. Oh, I thought I read it good. Offsides. Yep. Oh, good job. This is what a game, guys. What a good game. To the other striker. Good. Cross. Cross. Yes. 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 I saw it. I saw it. What a goal. What a goal. What a goal. Oh, what a ball. And she's brilliant. Brilliant. She's brilliant. Sparks. Or no, was that Sparks? Yes. Sparks with the finish. What a header. What a cross as well. Who was that assister? The left center attacking mid. I got to remember who that is. We're going to look at their crossing stat after this. Watch. Oh my gosh, that was brilliant. Come on. Defensively sound now. Let's lock back in. Offsides. Okay. All right. You ready? Let's go look. This is who assisted that. Okay. 73 crossing. Not bad. We'll take it. Oh, what a ball. And what a finish. What a finish. Her heading's 82. Heading's 82. Jumping 76. So perfect. Oh my God, that was so realistic, dude. Boomfo, what do you think, bro? This game is sick. People are insane if they don't see it. It's just not that they're just looking at like the certain animations, and remember it's an alpha stage, but they're looking at that and that's where they're getting caught up. People won't admit that, but that's where they're getting caught up. 100%. That's where they're getting caught up. Oh, oh, yep. Good. Good. Yes! 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 Perfect dribbling. What a goal. What a goal. Look at it. Look at it. Boom. Oh, he didn't switch to his defender, guys. He didn't switch to his defender. If you notice he was on the wrong defender, you see you get punished like I got punished early on for my terrible passing when I was starting. And then I'm heating up now. Right? And then guess what? If I try to hold it in the back, that time wasting thing will, bad pass. That time wasting bar will come up, right? So I can't do it. He gave up. You should never give up in this game, though, because look at that weighted pass, guys. Look at that weighted pass. Dude, Boomful, we're going to go tournaments in this. We're going to go 5v5 team. Dude, we're going all out in this game. This game is truly amazing. Every game's like this. Every game is action-packed. And GG's to my opponent. GG's to my opponent. Very strong, hard-fought game. Very good job. Plus 10,000 progression reward. You see where my team is. So it takes you a while to boost your players. But when you do, of course it's going to be worth it. Because if you've used them long enough to where they get boosted, you get rewarded for using player, for having those staples in your team. Pretty even on shots. See, passes is really even game. Couple goals at the end from me there. But look, they don't have it yet. But pretty soon they're going to have player performance and match rewards. But notice what I mean by Alpha Stage. They don't even have that yet. I mean, this game is so early on. It's already this incredible, which is huge. Then I want to show you guys something really freaking cool, right? Excuse me. If you go back, these challenges, so I get a pack there, and I get 2 packs there. 37,700 points, which is cool. We'll open those packs here shortly, but I want to show you something. Leaderboard. I wish it would sign me in here. I think it won't let me, though. Can't use this feature here yet. So I can't sign in here. But if I go to my account, nope, that's not it. There's a way where you can go in, not leaderboard, swaps, challenges. There was a way I did it earlier. And how was that, though? What did I do? I forgot. Where you can see your team in your they have such detailed stats. I wanted to show you guys. How's the volume too, Boomfoot? Should I change it or is it okay for now? I'll show you on here. Look at these detailed stats. I love this part about it, right? So obviously you have the breakdown of all the stats, which I strongly suggest you read them, even if you think you know them, because they explain how they translate in game, right? Which is amazing. When you read into that, you can get the tutorial, game guide, and the player attributes, all breakdowns. But you sign into your account. So my account for goals is OGamesFC YouTube, right? And then click in, and over here, you don't have to click into this, by the way, but I have my Discord and PlayStation. If I had an Xbox and Steam, I could connect that. But you go right here, settings, user stats. I go to user stats, and check this out, guys. OGamesFC YouTube. Here's my PlayStation ID. I'm 5 wins, 2 losses in 7 matches. I'm getting 0.48 XG per 90 minutes, 1562 SR. I'm in what they call Division 5 now. Here's my squad, current squad. I can literally click on my players and get their matches, play, goals, everything like that. Right? Let's see what we have here. Oh, she got 2 assists in her 1 game? Wow, I didn't even recognize that. Shout out my center back, Jill Ferns. Legendary already. But this is the main part I wanted to show you, right? Look at this. your entire history is going to be here, right? Look at the two beasts. I lost in golden goal in the 2 games that I lost to, right? No, this one was 4-2. I thought it was 3-2 golden goal in that one, but I had oh no, he scored at the end after he got a red card. I had a million chances to beat this guy. He has 1662, and this guy went golden goal. I kept going up on him, 1-0, then 1-1, 2-1, then 2-2, and you would definitely identify both these players as rats. But what I told Boomfa is I still had my chances to beat both of them, and I made the mistakes that ultimately how they played did not affect my ability to win. Like, yeah, I'm glad, and I know that like the certain glitches that these rats will try to abuse, which a big one's just the sprinting, right? Sprinting at certain angles, like the inline sprint, and then a layoff, like the FIFA-esque sprint, layoff, tap in type of goals are very tough. Going at that side angle and hitting far posts is very tough, but they're gonna fix all that. And even then, guys, I had my chances to win these games. I can't be mad at anybody but myself. But that would have bumped me big time beating these two. So those were tough losses. Everyone else we've handled. But you see, I had back-to-back beasts. I've played a lot of games and obviously had very high-rated teams. And what I love about it is the higher-rated players you can tell on the pitch. That's what you want. You don't want, I said it earlier, I'll say it again, you don't want a 70 player, 70 overall, feeling like a 90 rated player. You want to be able to tell on the pitch, like, that player is going to be an issue. Like, this player is a beast. And you absolutely can, even at this early stage of goals. So, yeah, so that's my overall record. Right, 5-2, and we're rocking and rolling. But it's pretty cool, man. Just the detail that they put into this game. Right? So just to show you, Sparks is the type of player, a towering presence on the wing, so that 193 cm, so we got to be aware of that. She's going to score more headers for us. She's a relentlessly positive force known for her blistering pace and exceptional strength. Having overcome a bizarre pogo stick accident, which is funny as hell, like they get so detailed, that nearly shattered her forearm, she now plays with a fierce determination despite occasional lapses in close control. Her athletic gifts and upbeat attitude make her a fearsome opponent. She's a lefty as well, so that's good to know. So I can cut in for a curling shot with her. But I like that far post shot as well. 88 pace, 84 passing. Man, with her ability to... You know what I'm kind of liking, guys? I like the defensive hold. But you know what? This is a 4-2-1-3 right here. This is a 4-2-1-3 right here. You have two DMs, like the 4-2-3-1. This is a 4-2-3-1 wide slash 4-2-1-3. You know what I noticed? I was much better aggressive. And you can change it as the game goes if you need. I still like the long pass here. Player role Sparks, I think, goes to the center forward area. Kosic, I don't really need much crossing from... But she could also be there for headers at the back post, righty. So she would be here. For her righty crosses. She could be on the left for her lefty crosses. So he doesn't have the blistering pace. Excellent heading, though. Just not going to break. Mate's just not going to break away from Minnie. So that's how we're going to go. And we'll look for these crosses to the back post sometimes. Then our attacking mid will be Pertuz. Though I want better shooting. I think he has good long shots. Yes, elite long shots. So see how he has 71 shooting? You guys got to make sure you looked at the detailed parts. Because long shots are all... And then his passing... Ooh, I wish he had better passing. Passing's brilliant here. Good. And let's see if there's anybody in here that I really like. Great passing, bad shooting. Decent pace, oh damn. How's Frost long shots? Not good yet. Yes, we need an eventual upgrade quick. She's really low in shooting and dribbling. He's getting everything but shooting. Dybala's more all around. .45 shooting's crazy. 79 shooting. 88 peso, so Salah's in there. Yes, you see the terrible shooting but good defense. So here's how we're going to do the game plan. Wide forward and balance on both of them. Striker attack, making runs, of course. Attacking midfielder. Set accordingly. Defensive on both DMs. And then these are both fullbacks. You can't switch them to wingbacks, right? Because in the setup they're not. It's not a 5-bet, they're not. But you can go balance or defend. And we're going to go balanced on both. Then defend. Keeper. I want sweeper keeper. And then, of course, there's just balance. But sweeper keeper is what I want. Goalkeeper, you can go... Goalkeeper just has defense. So they stay on their line. Or they come off their line. Which I'm typically aggressive with my keeper to help. It helps sometimes. Sometimes you might say, man, my opponent, I might have made it harder for them to score. They might have choked. Right? But it works out. So that's what we're going to go for. It's essentially a 4-2-1-3. Why I'm interested in this, though, I did not like the lack of width. And without having a 5-back, my wing-backs just didn't get pushed up. Depending on how this works, I may go back to the 5-2-1-2 because I really liked what I saw there. And then Sparks and Kocha can make a really good tandem up top. But I want to see how Sparks does. She doesn't have elite pace, but she has good ability, and she'll be open for that back post cross too, which is cool. Which, by the way, yeah, just on this side. So you got to know your players. So when I have it out wide to Kosic, I'm going to be looking for Sparks. That connection could be good. Let's see the crossing here for my boy 79. 81, righty. Lefty. So see, I almost messed that up, so we went with that just in case. Produce. Alright, let's go ahead and open up our rewards here. So we got our team together. So these basic packs give you 150, 300, 450, 600, 750, 750 points. So not bad there. Then I get one uncommon and one common. But an Argentinian midfielder, because I think there's challenges for scoring and assisting with these players. So make sure you always check the challenges. But first we'll do the common player. Because you have basic is the black cards, those are the lowest. Then common, which is the silver. Then uncommon, which is green. Then epic. No, sorry. Then rare, which is the blue maybe. Epic, purple. Legendary is orange. And then mythic is gold. Pretty dang cool how they did that. Like a true card game system. I love that. Let's see what we get here. I love the unique identities. Korea. Just what I needed, maybe. Let's see what we got with Korea. We got a viewer. We got to read all of our potential. A fiery midfielder, she displays exceptional ball control and balance to retain possession under pressure. However, her agility is somewhat lacking, hindering her ability to quickly change direction. So she's a straight line type of maybe wing midfielder. Close dribbling's elite. Sprinter, she can't sprint dribble, so man, if her passing was up, she'd be a good number 10, obviously, because I like where she's at everything else. Physicality's not there. Nah, she's just not quite there. Nope, we're going to have to cut her loose. Sorry, Korea. Only 73 crossing, but she does a good job. Alright, let's get into our next match. 4-3-3 defensive, which is literally, in goals, a 4-2-1-3. You have two defensive mids and a cam. So let's check it out. But I love, oh, I'm not even in the lobby. I love the fact that you're not guaranteed to pack players. You get points along the way, and then when you get top players, you hang on to them or you deal with what you got. It just, man, God, I can't even stop. I can't say enough about this game. Be ready for daily content because there's so much to unpack with this game. After this game, we'll check. I think they have pro tournaments already. Like, they're not technically pro yet, but that's where they're going with it. It's on Battlefly, just like FC Pro. So I'm in there, in Battlefly already, and I'm paying attention to the tournaments, which every few days they're hosting them. And this game is perfect for tournaments. They're just going in such a good direction, dude. It's ridiculous. So my opponent will wear white. I'll go ahead and wear the black. They're going to have some amazing kits, amazing stadiums. I already know all the cool stuff that's coming. Like, you can tell. It's just going to be awesome. But I already love the stadium. The atmosphere is very cool with the fire and the crowd and stuff. I mean, it's brilliant. Not that that's something I'm like, oh, I care about, but we have to watch that elite striker that he's got there. Good. Great ball. What a ball. Let's go again. Look at this. Great speed. Oh, good header. Good interception again. Good. Beautiful ball. Look at that ball. No. The ping got me, guys. I'm playing a Belgian player. The ping got me, unfortunately. Oh, man. That's okay. It's going to happen in these early stages. Goodbye, Sparks. Goodbye, Sparks. Drive the inline. There it is. There. Oh, my God. You got to be kidding me with that finish. Is that a joke? Did you see that? Guys, that finish, whoever is responsible for this game, dude, take a bow. That finish was as professional as it gets. That finish was as professional as it gets. Simple, I'm telling you, you will fall in love with this game. You'll fall in love with this game. I don't know how to get codes. I had one from before. Somebody hooked me up. Good, good, good. Yes, through, finish. Yes, oh, get it. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, Sparks has been brilliant lately, guys. She's quickly becoming a standout player. Dude, the weight of the passes in this game matters so much. Look at this. I sent my player on a run. Look at that. Look at Sparks. Oh, she was offsides, though. Look in the top right corner. Look in the top right corner, Boomfa. And look at the ping, and it's still playing this good. And look at the ping. Obviously, when the full release comes out, you'll have opponents closer because everyone will be playing. Look at this. Look it. Sent on a run. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Oh, my God. Guys, I am telling you. I am telling you. Look at this. All manual. All manual. You can't beat it. You cannot beat it. And I'm liking this 4-2-1-3. It's listed as a 4-3-3 defensive, which a 4-2-1-3 is a version of 4-3-3. So, oh, crap. Crap, don't punish me. That was my fault. Great defensive awareness from Ferns. That's why I have her back there to save my butt. Obviously, I had to take her over and win the tackle. Another through ball. Good coach with his elite speed. Let's see what we have here. Let's try to get a crossover to Sparks. Oh, good block. Good try, buddy. Good try on the weighted pass. Ah, I tried the same thing. Good goal. That's on me. I was punished. Man, I gotta just calm down. Offsides. It's gotta be offsides, right? No! Good stuff. Good D. I almost messed up. Alright, I gotta calm down. Acting like the game's over, and then I start freaking out. Man. He's going all out, though. He's going all pressure. Good save by my keeper. Good. Good. And go. Good. Beautiful. Beautiful. Good. You're in again, Kocha. You're in again, Kocha. Touch. Yes. Yes. Oh, what a touch by Kocha, though. Good. Yes. Oh, and I just dink-headed it, too. See, the animations will come, but it registered the pass how I needed it to. Good. 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 Come to. Good. Go. Yes. 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 Look at this. Yes. Oh, what a defensive header there. Dang. Don't be afraid to foul if you have to. That was silly. Oh, no. Oh. You got to be careful when you win the ball. Try not to go back towards your goal. In this version, I'm sure they'll fix it, but you can be in trouble on those. You can be in trouble. Yeah, see how this is the alpha stage, bro. Those little like kinky, what the fuck? Whatever, you know the word I'm looking for. Those little quirky little deals and little kinks, not kinky, but kinks. They'll fix those. Yeah, I know, 0, dude. I'm playing a dude from Belgium right now on crazy ping, and I'm still getting great gameplay. Maybe stop focusing on, oh, the sweat coming off the eyebrows was updated, and start focusing on the football, and you'll be where goals is at. That's why goals is elite. Look at his butt when he runs, how it flexes. Brand new graphics. Offsides or no? Maybe not, though. Oh, he was. You gotta stay locked in this game. Great ball, buddy. Good, I saw it. Good D. Notice how I read it. Manually switched over and saved myself a potential issue. Come on. Oh, no, I thought he was going... I anticipated where he was going offensively, though, and it cost me because he didn't go that way. Good. Come to. Good. Up, back, through, or give and go, whichever way you want to look at it. There's Sparks. Elite down the wing. Ooh, but Kana comes through. Look at this. Look at this. You got to read. Look. Uh-oh. Good read. Good try, though. This dude's trying to play football. I love it. Good by Ferns. She has beautiful passing as well. I'll try to get an explosive run out of her. Watch this. Let's see if he can handle this. She's so elite on her runs, guys. It's ridiculous. But then you can get in big trouble. Look, she's all the way out of position. He couldn't take advantage of it. Dude, she's elite, but her shooting sucks. She's elite in everything but shooting. Look. Oh, elite jockeying. Offsides. You got to watch the jockeying. Don't get too tight on him because you can see she's got 97 jockeying. It's so good that sometimes I push her too far over because it's so much better than the other players. So you got to be ready for that. Look at it all the way out wide. Good. Pass. Yep. Oh, no. I shouldn't have forced it. His center back was there. He forced it too, though. Good. Good. Boom. Go. Dinker. Yep. Oh, wrong player. I didn't even see that. I had a player out wide. That's terrible awareness by me. Should have played there and had Sparks keep going. That would have been sick. Good job. Ferns was there if I needed it. Look, here's one of those explosive runs from her. Watch how elite this is. She's a legendary... Oh, wow. Oh, I got lucky there. He thought he had the ball and started running with it. He didn't have the ball yet. Ah. I love how you can't just spam a skill move. You know, a lot of people would have like spammed a skill move there, right? You got to actually play football. And they're going to update like the simple like step overs, ball rolls. That's all they have right now, but they're like lower versions of it. They're going to update all that. They have the drag back, which I like, where you can... That comes in handy. Like the simple skill moves that actually get used pretty often in football games. Not like... Do the L tornado across. Do the rainbow into a bicycle kick, dude. It's very effective. Yes, what a through ball. Oh, my goodness, guys. The goalkeeping. Man, this isn't... What kind of graphics is this, bro? Graphics we love because it's real football, so we'll take it. I don't know, it's unique to me, so I don't mind it though. Like like I'll take it. You know what I mean? Like I'm not like sitting here looking at it like, oh, these players like to me they're like all unique. I love it. I love it. And they're only gonna add more player models and stuff. And look, Pertuz, if I go to his finesse shots, I'll notice that that shot matches his stats. Look at that. Good dribbling there. Boom. Yes. Get in there, boys. Get in there, Pertuz with the Heta. 5-1. Victory. He was a little bit, or no, I was a little bit higher SR, so it doesn't do as much for me. All right, we're on our way though. Dave, I know, right? It's just so much fun, dude. So much fun, man. Let's get right back into it. Well, let's see if we got any rewards. Not yet. Let's see where we're at on our challenges. So, some of these good packs. This one scored 10 goals. So that's in 3 days. Scored 10 goals with an Icelandic player. So make sure you're looking for Icelandic players if you're playing. Daily rewards. So I got one more day for that. Okay, 3 hours until play one quick play match in 5v5. That's 3 hours. Jingles, score jingles, score jingles. Wait. Oh, it's 3 days to complete them. I'm sorry. So those are available. So I got to play a quick play match if I can. I love this skill rate. I love these. Assist 100 times. I have 24 assists. Open 100 player packs. Score 1,000 goals. Score 150 goals with players of rare tier or higher. I've got 19. Gosh, I love this game, dude. It's crazy. The perfect system and everything. Dude, they have no excuses, just football. The football game we deserve, or the game football deserves. I called it on my thumbnail, the football game we deserve. The game football deserves. Then they have the esports ready football game, which it's true. All that's true. Not UFL coming out with fair to play and free to play or whatever. And it's not either. Alright, so yeah, I'm really liking this Sparks. Kochu, just speed and shooting, and that's all I really need her for. She is a she, right? Yeah, Harrier Coach. Kocha, not Kochu. Kosic and then Kocha. Pertuz got a header at the end there. Ferns is brilliant. Altani is brilliant. Felizardo does really well. Even she's just pace and defense, but she does really well. I don't really notice Palmero as much. But my center backs are incredible, and it helps a lot, guys. It helps a lot. All right, let's get into it. Another one. Let's keep going, boys. Oh, that's what I wanted to check real quick. I'll bring you guys in with me. The goals Discord is on and popping. App is dope as F. An official companion app already, and you can open packs on there like FC lets you claim your daily pack even when you can't log in and play. 100%, that's a W. What the hell? Wondering what was going on there. There we go. Make sure you check out these videos that I'm releasing, dude. Every detail you need to know. So this one, goals is a one of a kind football game. Here's why. Rats will be dealt with. Why is this game different? Right? Make sure you check that out. There's another video coming tomorrow where I actually break down when I pack ferns every stat, and I'll show you how how that translates in game and how she ended up at center back. All that's in that video. It's just the details of this game must be praised. Simple as that. Then I'm going to start an OGFC Goals Galore series. And it's going to be literally just the highlights of my ranked and other game modes that I play. Right? So I'm recording this right now, and all the best goals of the day, best moments, best shouts from you guys. You guys have a lot of good talking points. I'm going to add those in there. And then at the end of each Goals Galore video, the series that I'm doing, you guys will get a shout out. And that reminds me, actually come in and do some business work with me real quick, if you don't mind. I'll go ahead and share this with you. I might even need your guys' help real quick. So when I go in here, okay, and I go to my playlist, why won't it let me add a new playlist? Can you guys tell me why? Does anybody know? Because right now, like, I have Goals General, but I changed an old one. And I want to try to keep these for anybody who needs them. I don't want to get rid of my stuff, but I need to create new playlists. Can anybody tell me why it's not letting me? Like, what am I missing here? I'm on playlist. Thought there was like an add button at the top. Or did I do too many so I can't? Under upload now. Where's upload now? I don't see that, buddy. Hold on. Can you be more specific? Under upload now. It's under upload now. So where is that at on the screen? Could you point to, like, be specific? Because I'm missing it. Playlist, and there's just nowhere to add it. And on YouTube, set as a podcast. That's so cool you can do that, dude. We might have to start a goals podcast where you upload videos or create. Yeah, look, it won't let me. Check it out. Look, create. Oh, new playlist. I'm an idiot. Thank you, Boomfa. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, brother. I'm an idiot. Okay, so we have Goals General. We have to go Goals Tactics, because you know we're going to dive deep into Goals Tactics. Okay, and then we're going to go to Goals General, Goals Tactics. Tips and tutorials would be under General. Offensive Masterclass, Defensive Masterclass, how to shoot, how to... maybe not. Maybe we go Goals, Tips, and tutorials, just to give you a preview of what's coming. Because in Discord, I have goals, general, tactics, and tips and tutorials. So now we have that in YouTube. And then if I go to goals, tactics, goals, general. The only series that we'll start with right now, because we're going to end up doing goals tournaments, you watch. And I'm going to put all of our highlights up, the whole nine. It's going to be awesome. We're going to do goals galore. Goals galore. Goals Galore Highlights Series. Highlights Series. Breaking down my journey within goals. Best football game yet. We can be better. We can do better than that. All right, boys and girls. That's what we got. Then I'll set it up now. Here's my other thing. Can we play? So let me see how we do this. If we did tournaments. So obviously they have 1v1 and solo. Build your squad and fight through brackets. So they have in-game tournaments, so I can go solo. Wait, this is 2 days. 0 overall. Oh, that's 2 days silly. Playtester Cup. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So new wing mid. Your defensive mid. I'm just going to test this to see. Wow. Okay, so if I get a backup goalie, I can play right now. I didn't realize I could play right now. Look at those rewards, guys. Please be under 80 or... Oh, of course they are. Mugisa. So, here we go. We got it. Alright, so now I go. Yeah, I 1000% disagree, bro. I mean, I'm playing live and it's been ridiculously awesome. Pure football, great system, ton of unique features. All right, so playlist. Let me get this going first, real quick, guys. You can get a little glimpse in the behind the scenes of a YouTube superstar. There's one. There's two. What do you think looks bad about it? You mean the graphics? Are you talking gameplay? What are we talking about here? There's three. Already seen that one. Already have that one. The logo screenshots. Tactics. This would be for tactics. Alright. Boom. So now we go in. And this is for Goals Galore Highlight Series. Wait, what? How can I change the picture? Huh. Oh, I need one more as well, by the way. YouTube Studio. Content. Playlist. I might need your help again, Boomfa. Goals Galore. Where do I think I gotta go into channel. To edit. Let's see. How do I get to the next page? Where are the rest of my damn... playlist. Interesting. Where the hell did they go? I love it, dude. It's ridiculous fun. Just watch. I'm getting ready to get in again. Yes, they're in alpha stage right now. Then they have the beta stage. Then they'll have full release. For being an alpha stage, dude, it's incredibly. You guys just aren't used to seeing alpha stage and having it released. No other football game releases an alpha stage, and this has a full-on thing. Hey, why can't I get to my other Boom? For you still there? Somebody that knows. Why can't I get to my other playlist? This is my stupid boy coming in. I need to get to my playlist I just added and update those pictures, but I can't get to it in my channel. I can only get to it in YouTube Studio, where I don't see where I can update the cover photos here. Edit on YouTube. See, like, what the hell, man? See right there, no ability to edit. Anybody know why I can't change the pictures on the playlist? Yeah, it says public right there. Playlist public. Let me look this up. This is a conundrum. Can't change. Okay, so it says use the main YouTube app, not Studio. Okay, so view your channel, playlist. Find the playlist, tap the three dots, select edit. But I can't even pull up my playlists in here. Look, there they go. There we go. There we go. I just had to scroll down. I'm a genius. No, wait. Playlist, yeah. Playlist. Hopefully they load up, but they're not loading up. There's goals general. But the new playlists aren't in there. Interesting. Sort by. Interesting. Maybe I gotta add videos first. What the hell, boys? What do we got going wrong here? It's a conundrum. We gotta have a picture. No, they are. They are. Look, all these playlists have thumbnails. See? Maybe they took that out. See what I'm saying, Boomfa? All these are my thumbnails. This is actually, look, all the news, none of the BS, the eFootball part. Interesting. Oh, well. I mean, people can click in the series and figure it out. It'll be fine. But anyway, so there we go. Yeah, I'll put a video in it as I do them, and then I'll change it from there. So all good. Not the end of the world. We'll go from there. But once I add videos, so I got general. YouTube Studio. For now, I have Goals Galore Highlight Series, Goals Tips Tutorials, Goals Tactics, and Goals Generals. Goals General. I was able to add a playlist, but I have videos in there, so all good. All right, so then I have to get to the point where, let's see, if we wanted to play tournaments, we would do against a friend, 1v1 friendlies. There we go. Just to show people what's coming. New playlist. Goals, OGFC, leagues, and tournaments. So there you go. Pretty soon this is going to be full of great memories, great football, Boomfa winning cups, probably beating me, paying me back for getting them in eFootball. Perfect. All right, we're set, boys. Now let's get into it. So I'll do that later. So Lion Game said the movement animations are not clean. There aren't many tricks. Well, you just got me on. And this isn't me being mean. These guys will tell you this isn't me. The way you just said there aren't many tricks shows me kind of, in a nutshell, what you're looking for. And the thing is, you got to read between the lines to see how good this game is, especially how early on it is. And the movement's brilliant. But if you're looking for AI controlled movement, if you're looking for more, that's why it kills me when people say arcade movement. It's like arcade movement would be FC. Moving at the speed of light, put your quarter in, get your arcade game. It's got to be fast so you get a lot, so you feel like you're getting a lot of gameplay in that short time before the timer runs out. Like, Goals is all about true football. The principles, everything. So as I play, I'll point out different things to you guys to like show you what I mean. But the animations will come. I always tell people, like, it could be zoo animals. Your striker could be a giraffe. Your center back could be a bear. You know, your attacking mid could be a lion. And as long as it's great football physics, the weight of the passes, speed of play is good. But, you know, you called skill moves tricks. And to me, it seems like you're probably like, I want the rainbow. I want the El Tornado. I want the, you know, and that's just, how often do you ever see that in true football, which is what this is, right? Let me show you one thing. Let me show you one thing before I get into the next game, okay? Let me show you one thing. So if I go to player attributes, okay, I could pick any one of these. And I want to show you the type of people building this game. What's attacking IQ? Oh, it's just, you know, how good the attacker gets in on goal. No. Attacking IQ stat determines how well AI-controlled players position themselves during attack, as well as how much speed they use when moving in attacking spaces. So understand, if me and Boomfa are next to each other and we're both reacting to the same play, but the coach is seeing, the manager's seeing who can make the better run, who's going to get there quicker, who's going to make the best run. And Boomfa's got 99 pace, but he's got 20 attacking IQ. He just doesn't register what to do very quick in the attack. I have 50 pace, but I have 99 attacking IQ, okay? I'm going to, even though I'm slow as molasses, see where the play is going, see where I need to make a run to, way before Boomfa. So no matter how fast he is, acceleration-wise, speed-wise, I'm going to get to the ball quicker because I'm going to make a way better run. Right? These things are brilliant because they're tied to real football. Right? They tie to real football. First touch. The first touch stat determines the probability of different touch cooldowns after taking a first touch. Players with a high first touch stat are more likely to get a lower cooldown and hence touch force after taking a first touch. The first touch cooldown is also influenced by the speed, height, and angle of the incoming ball. So if you have a bad first touch, you're not going to be able to transition very quickly into the next play, which is a problem, just like in real football. If you have a great first touch, you're going to be able to translate quickly and keep moving on. That is brilliant. The animation, like how it looks, might not be there, but the statistic and the point behind every stat is incredible. I'm going to go to a random one, okay? Interceptions. The interception stat currently determines the lunge range at which a player can stretch to intercept passes. Soon we will also tie the interception stat to a reaction time, which will affect how quickly players react to be able to intercept passes. Guys, do you see the brilliance? Does this sound like an arcade game to you? Does this sound like an arcade game to you? I actually want to post this, because this is brilliant. Every stat's like this. Does that sound like, oh, this is as detailed as it comes? Read these, guys. And you're definitely wrong, Lighty. With all due respect, you're just too much of a casual to understand it. Like, when you read this, do you understand what this is saying? Because there's no way a true footballer would read this and go, oh, dude, this game ain't. The way that this ties in, the players could be dots, and it would still be successful. Every single detail translates, and the better you know your players, the better you're going to do on the pitch, depending on your football skill and how your knowledge of each setup, how you set up your team, your knowledge of that translates to making the right decisions on the pitch. If you play to your players' strengths, you're going to do better. If you try to sprint down the pitch with a 50 stat player, or you try to make a long pass with a long pass player, or you try to dribble with a terrible dribbling player, maybe they have great first touch but terrible control. So, like, I feel like, Lighty, you're just stuck on the looks and you cannot get past that part. When you say the movement, you're probably looking at, oh, the player doesn't run. I can't see the sweat glistening on their calves when they run, dude. The movement sucks. Like, I'm kind of, I'm being sarcastic and extreme, but you got to look at the detail and where they're going with it. Every single stat matters, just like in true football. That's what you have to understand. Every stat matters. And already you can see how these formulas affect players in game. Sign of graphics. But yeah, so like, for instance, in FC, right, you have like the basic stats, like dribbling, speed. Okay, they're going to dribble really good and fast, right? Then you have certain things added in, but it doesn't really match. Like, the way that they do, okay, so like if you're a bigger, stronger player and you run in a straight line, they don't have it detailed. You can be a big, strong player with a bigger, stronger player, or maybe it's a tall player but you're not strong, or a tall player and you're not very fast. You don't have like a very good stride. Like they don't tie it correctly the right way. In FC, you're looking for, oh, you got to go for the explosive run type with the stocky bot. And stocky's never met him, but you get what I'm saying. Like the stuff that matters in FC that make those players OP. It's tied to like, oh, the play style. Think about it in real life. You can be really good in a stat, but just make that stat higher. Don't add these animations where it's like, oh, this player, you want to shoot from this angle with this player, because it's not about like the overall scope of football. The play style plus, and then it's just the way they do it isn't football. It's hard to articulate, but it'll be more about like the height slash run type of a player. And then you could say their shooting stat, but even with precision shooting, that might not be as important. So the most important things is, like, when you're dribbling with a player, they have high dribbling, and then they have the OP body type. If you have a controlled player that's like around 5'10", even at 99 dribbling, they don't feel good. But, well, that doesn't make sense, because you could have a player with that body type, like, let's say, a Zidane, who I can't stand in FC because he feels clunky. Some people like him, but he doesn't have the good body type, guys. But he would be way, like, he was an incredible player. In goals, it doesn't matter how tall, short, whatever. What matters is these stats, just like in real football. You don't have like, oh, you can't use Holland this year, dude, because he's clunky. The taller players are clunky. Oh, use Holland this year. He just runs through everybody. It's never like their actual football stats that matter, right? Get Van Dijk. Why? Because he has every defensive play style and he's big and strong. Well, that's not. Oh, get Van Dijk. Why? His jockeying's elite. They match that well with his defensive awareness, and his stand tackling's brilliant. Because he's in the 90s, he has these added animations that, you know what I mean? Like, it's not football. And you could go to UFL and eFootball and do it too. The closest to match goals is eFootball. But the problem is the AI controls everything. So there's no skill gap when you're reading this and translating it to on the pitch, because in eFootball, the AI will do it. In goals, you are controlling everything. So you have to know. It's not, oh, cool, this player has a this skill move, this flare pass, this, and the AI is going to trigger it. No, you would have to know how to trigger it, right? The AI does just everything in eFootball, and then the other games just don't match goals as far as detail. But anyway, I could go on for days. It's one of those things where it's like, you know, if you know, you know. If you don't know, just like the oldest fact in time, you only know what you know. If you're not looking and you don't really know football, you're not going to see the brilliance yet. Once the bells and whistles get added, you will see the brilliance. Unless you're either a rat players. I'm not talking to anybody in particular. You're entitled to your opinion, Lighty, but unless you're a rat and not a true footballer, and you're just like, oh, I think soccer's cool. I'll play some soccer. But how come the graphics aren't good, dude? I don't like that there's not a power shot, dude. Even though a power shot would just be a shot, you know? It just depends how much power you put. There's just so many things that these other games get wrong, but you can tell actual footballers and football gamers are making this. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, that is true, and I like that, dude. When somebody said it's like PES 13 with modern day controls, bro, that's a compliment. That's a compliment. PES 13 was incredible. Let me see if I restart. Let me see. When does the login rewards for today happen, I wonder? PES 13 was incredible. If they had updated controls and everything on PES, that would be an amazing game. So the fact that they're saying that is a knock is crazy. And the animation stuff, I don't mind. They went the rematch route, And it's unique to me. It's cool. I love, dude, one of my favorite things. There's a couple. I'm going to do a video on all of them, but I'll give you two. Obviously, you know I love the detailed stats, but the retirement thing is brilliant. If UFL would have thought of that, they're kicking themselves because they had to scrap their whole skin system because they couldn't figure it out. Retire cards. Give each card a limit. Don't even call it retirement. Give them a game limit. 100 games with this card. 300 with this card. Once you're done, you're done. But it takes care of the ceiling that's created. Right? And so you're never going to have that ceiling in this game. It's going to be an evolving door because your players get older and retire. And then when you pack different players, you might pack an absolute beast, but they're 33. They only have a few more years. You might pack an absolute beast that's 19, and you can level them up. So there's a ceiling to that. But, dude, it's just the details are incredible. And then the anti-time wasting, that's insane. I mean, you could go on and on with the game. The way they do stoppage time's insane. Some of these goals you can create with proper build-up are incredible. The weighted passes are brilliant, dude. If you're not accurate with your pass in goals, your passes are going to not be successful. Not UFL where they're auto-connected. Even FC in a way they're auto-connected. Yeah, they take it away from like, everyone's got to go get Claudia Pina. She's so broken. Everyone, dude, the near post corner glitch is great if you have Van Dijk. Go get Van Dijk. Everyone's got to get Ferland Mendy and do this evolution. And then you play all these mirror matches. Every player is unique to you, right? Like nobody else in the world. And I have to fix this. I'll do it now. But no one else in the... Oh, I'm going to go play a cup game, actually, now that I have my keeper. Nobody else in the world has my players. Nobody else in the world has my dog, Mugisa. Right? Mugisa is only one person. He's a keeper with a commanding presence in the area. And he is a she. She directs her defense effectively and shows great positioning. While her diving needs work, she compensates with solid reflexes and parrying. Every player has an identity, unique stats. I mean, you can't get more brilliant. So let's play this. Let's check out these tournaments. Let's see what we got. Playtester Cup. Edit team. So I got my keeper. CM. DM. So I need to switch you out. She can play DM, 88 pace. Alright. Gotta make sure everybody can play the positions I need them to. Center back. 88 pace. Ooh, only 67 defense there. Overall. Wait, it's letting me? Oh, no. But I can have him in the sub bench. Dude, hold on. This is cool. Alright, let's play. See if we can find a cup game. And we're going to be probably severely outmatched in these cup games, but who cares? Play and learn and get better. What's up, Loco? How are you? Yeah, it is, Loco. I agree. Alright, so let's see who we play. We'll see right away with their SR where they're at. We'll be in the white. We're the home team. Oh, it doesn't say their SR. Oh, because it's a unique team. I'm going to see if I can pause and put in my beast players too. Let's see. Oh my gosh, you can, guys. That's insane. I'm going to start with that now. Ha 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 ha! It reverted them. Good, so they did. I thought that was a. I try to get a little gamesmanship going. Ah, good D. Thought I sold them. Get it. Get there. Good. Good. Ah, come two. Good football. Good. Good interception. Good. You're in. You're in. Go. Cut. Yes. Dang it. Kosich, not very good curling shot. Offsides. Dang it. I didn't time it. Or I didn't. Not enough power in there anyway. Great ball. Good save by the keep. Oh, wrong screen. Shit. Hold on. Fuck. Sorry, guys. Hold on. Give me a sec. Sorry. I'm an idiot. I hate when I do that. Offsides. I don't gotta. You don't gotta wait as long in this. So. Oh, dumb pass by him or her. Yes, perfect time to run. Cut back, good. Oh. Sparks. Oh, I thought he was going to react the other way. Yes. Low block defensive players. Gotta love them. Ah, I want to look to get on the... Oh, my gosh. Good D. Look at that. Chase him down. Offsides. Damn it. Cancel. Cancel. I gotta see if I can cancel runs yet. Once we can cancel runs, that would be huge because the other player was in. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna trick him like I'm going to the near side. You're in. Oh. Good stuff. Oh no. Dang it. He caught me on the tackle back. I'm more skilled. I just gotta beat this low block. Good D. No! Damn. Alright, we gotta come back from 2-0. You got the gap. Go. Oh. Not enough acceleration or speed. Acceleration was there, not enough speed. You're in. You're in, Kocha. Use your elite speed. Damn. Good. Oh, you got lucky, buddy. One goal and we're back in it. We're fine. It's now I know to keep the lower rated players for these tournament style games. You're in. Offsides. Damn it, I waited too long. I'll get him, though. Yep, another Belgian. Might be the same guy, no? Trying to get his revenge. So I can't use my top players. Yes! Yes! Huge mistake to put me back in. That's why you never give up, boys. Hell yes. Look at that. And it was just reading the play. It was just reading the play. It's pure football. Somebody else would look at it like, dude, what was... It's pure football, boys. I was just watching the American College Cup and a defender for Furman made a mistake in the Final Four very similar to that. Didn't expect the pressure. Good. Yeah, you got to watch out because they will be on your ass. Yes! Oh, I can't wait till they get their angles better on those through balls. They're going to be beautiful. The weight is there. The angles just got to be improved. Good. You're in. Oh, that's what I mean, the angles. Yes, there's an angle for you. See the beauty in that? One quicker. Did I have a player at the back post? Oh, I think I found a sick little play, guys, that he's not really watching for. Oh, what a ball. Damn. So don't pull your keeper out. Look at that beauty. Oh. Yes. I can't just sprint because the players are going to get caught up to. I have to get used to that, like their elite offsides. Good. Oh, cancel. You can't cancel yet. That high line will get you. I don't have my elite defenders either. Dummy, what was he doing? Yes, you're in. You're in. I need to power it up more. Yes. Oh, I shouldn't have been so fancy with it. Just shoot the ball. Yeah. Oh, dude, he's getting lucky in some of these. Good. Yes. No. Damn it. I'm on his ass, dude. I'm trying to get back in. I'm fighting. Yes. Use your space. Oh my God, guys. No player lock yet. One too many touches. Try to go all the way in line with it. Oh, you lucky little prick. Yeah. You're in. Beautiful stuff. Should have went the other way. Dude, his movement sucks, as you can see, but I can't make him pay. Offsides. I got to score quick now. Oh, and I just ruined it with that. Good. Good ball. Oh my gosh, guys, I couldn't get the angle. See, his keeper was good at coming out like that. Good stuff by Sparks. Oh. Yeah, this, you could tell, like, so you see my team's, like, lower. You can see the lower rated stats like matter, bro. They mattered big time. Good, good. Oh, good. Oh, good game though, dude. I played like shit. He was pretty bad, but I just couldn't make him pay. It's as simple as that. He punished me on some silly mistakes I made. Good, go, coacha. Man, his defenders just got me too. But you see, I dominated him. I don't think he went into my half the whole second half, did he, guys? I don't think he went into my half the whole entire second half. I just didn't make him pay here. He had way superior. Defense. But I'm interested to see the stats. It didn't look like that, did it? It seemed like I had him on his heels the whole time. But very bad defense. And then you would just restart tournament. But I have to get a better team for that if I want to play that. Who is my 78 defense, 84 defense? Kochu was in there. But I'm struggling. I had 60. I need to switch my attacking mid. 80 only and below. I can't really do anything else. That's where I made a mistake there. Alright, let's try one more time. Playtester Cup. Let's try one more, guys. Dude, this game is so much fun, dude. I don't get how anybody... It kind of shows me where the level of thought behind the current modern-day footballers. I guarantee you something. Arne Slot, Jurgen Klopp, Pep Guardiola, you show them this game compared to all the football games and they would see what... They would mimic what I'm saying. I promise you. Promise you. Pep would be like, the positioning, brilliance. It's all about positioning. Tiki-taka, move the ball. The players, they find a space. They attack the space. You must be 2-3 steps ahead. Which was my problem last game. I sort of got down a goal and then I started like kind of panicking and just sprinting forward. Offsides. Damn it. I just might not have a team that can deal with these proper teams. Look at that. That was the keeper who did that on his own, guys. So maybe you don't want to have a sweeper keeper on yet. There it is. Oh, you lucky prick. But see what I'm saying? What setup is this? I like how he's using his space. Oh, you lucky prick. This is definitely more of an advanced player. I like it, how they're using the... This is perfect to learn. I love it. Good tackle! See what I mean, dude? There's no way people can't see this. Oh, he was through too. Oh crap. What is he playing? Let's see what he's playing. Let's pause and see what he's playing. Just the same 4-3-3 but attack, man. My team seems all out of whack. Alright, here we go. I don't like the threes. I like the 5-back. I like when the wingers are deeper. I don't like the threes. Go, go. Yeah, see, I just don't have the right attackers for it. I can't break away. Kokshu's just a runner and shooter, but See, he's got like the pressure going. It's not, how can I say it? It's not, I'm just severely outmatched. So I got to get a way better team if I want to play in these. But I love how the players are like effective. See what I'm saying? See how the bad first touch kills you? Bad first touch kills you, dude. Look at that. My players just suck. They're just not on the positional level. They're not making runs. It just shows you how much it matters, dude. It's actually a great indicator. Like his players are on just a different level, closing stuff down. Now when I get Ferns in them in there, you'll be able to see the difference. This is one of my starters. She's a beast. One touch too many, of course. Good interception. You see that movement? Good. Good. But I can't even get a shot off because he's got an insane center back in that Benji's person. Oh. So, yeah. So, that's that. We got to go back in and build another team before we get into this, dude. But watch the difference. Watch. I can't release past that Benji's. I'll get chances in on him. Kind of how he is. But look at my first touches. Look at my players. They're just not on that level. Which is important, dude. It should be like that. You have to have player identity. Otherwise, what's the point in having unique players? Right? This game is sick. But see what I'm saying? He's not like a good player. He's just a player with good players. But you want that to matter. You don't want it to be like, oh, he just won because of his players. Well, dude, okay, so then go grind the game and get better players. You want the players' stats to matter. You don't want like FC, you know how you have the went 15-0 with a bronze team. Okay. And I'm not saying those players who do that aren't super skilled at FC. But what I'm saying is a big reason they can do it is because what the fuck was that broken throw? So throws typically are good, but that was broken. Did you see? I powered that up all the way, I thought. But you don't, and when these bronze guys do it, it's because they have like, what do you call that? They'll go after the player types. Like, look at this 92 pace bronze card, right? They'll have 35 passing and 42 shooting, but these guys are so good with like precision shooting and passing auto connects to a certain extent in these games, so that works out for them, right? But yeah, so you see the difference in pace, you see the difference in what each player's able to do. It could be like it's all under 80, but he has like his pick of the litter, meaning like, so he has like the pace that he wants. Kokshu has 86 shooting. He's a 70 rated player, or she, Koksha, or whatever her name is, she has 86 shooting and 90 something pace for a 70 rated player. So you have to actually look at the stats and build a team. I just kind of threw them in there, and you can see the difference. Look at the pace. I can't catch him really. Look at that. It's just a different level. Closing stuff down. Good. But you see what I'm saying? It's not necessarily like a skilled player, but if you combine that and you grind the game, good. Perfect. Good. Thought for sure he'd bite. He didn't though. Easy. Very bad skill there by him. Good. But see, I can't beat that Benitez guy. Can't beat him with the players I have. And that's very, very true to life. All sides. They should allow you to. I wonder if I go in there where you can see the player's team, if I could also see their stats. Because you can see like what that Benitez guy has that makes him such a beast. You know, like, man, he kicked my ass. So you can look for that in your players. That would be sick. I don't know if you can click into their players or just know their like cover, their detail. Yes, get there. I saw it, but he covered it. Much more power there, much more strength. You notice they're both powered. Dude, 100%. You can see the players. There's no, like, my players who have low, you can tell when there's a faster player. You can tell when there's a more skilled dribbler. Like, it's so sick, dude. It's so sick. There's no like, what do you call it? He went to a certain angle every time and shot. Like, he didn't have necessarily the most skilled goals ever. Like, none of his goals where, you know, you have those goals where it's like, look how real that was. It wasn't any, like, good foot, but it was just good players, and he played basic football. But that should matter because you should be excited when you get good players in these games. And it's going to be, know what it's going to be? It's going to be because of certain stats. Like, oh, dude, elite agility with elite acceleration. Like, you don't care about low speed because you're just looking for a little quick movement so you can play it. And she has great through passes. So I'm going to put her at cam. I don't need her to be explosive on the run. They got to fix those throws when you're marked. I like the underhand throws, but they got to fix those, which I know they will, dude. They're going to fix a lot of things. Look, there we go. Good. Good control. All right, let's go for an actual corner. Too much on it. Oh, I tried to flick it forward. Good. Good, I like how AI actually takes some direction. See, that was my fault. I should have auto-cleared it right away. But that's the type of goals that he's been scoring, but when you're overwhelmed by good players, that's going to happen. Thorough ass kicking, which is sometimes a good thing. That was a good finish. I'd say that was his first good goal. So there you go. Thorough ass kicking. Didn't even get a shot on. But look at the difference in teams, guys. Wait a second. Oh, 80 overall. But yeah, look at the difference. You can see the difference. Holy shit. So that's about what you'd expect. So I was going against that Beanties guy as a set. His lowest rated player was his like best player. I want to see that Beanties stats. I can't check it though. That Beanties was so good. I bet you it was just same as Koksha, just high pace, high defending, or high jockeying, high defending. You know, it's like those certain stats that matter. All right, so let's go build a better team and then come back in. But that's sick, though, dude. Already having, like, it gives you that something to build into. You know, day 2 into goals, bro. And you have that day 2 into, like, you know, that was my first tournament ever. This is my first, like, series of tournaments. You want something like that. You go in, you win 10-0, or, like, they just keep hitting the mark and everything, bro. All right, played 10 games. So we know to go in those and don't play around. You got to build a good team, which I love. And guess what? For those of you who are building up and are like, I don't want to get my ass whooped to learn. I want to. Well, guess what? Going to tournaments, going to solo, dude. 2,500 points, 5,000, 7,500 right there. 7,500. So you can play tournaments for rewards already. There you go. So let's get our stars back in. So first Sparks has to go back out. Coach just stays. Ferns, God, we could have used you guys. McNabb, but now I know to keep my boy Mugisa. I'm going to go Pertuse here and see how he does. You know what? She's a great wingback. Passing and everything sucks on her, though. All right. And then you can check them, but I don't know if you can click into their players. I'll have to go look on. 70 passing. She's got to go. Holy fuck, she cannot play. That's who I want in is LA. Man, my defensive mids aren't so hot, but all right, that's what we got. Yeah, we need to get this team upgraded, boys, so we can go in and compete in those. Those are some good players too, dude. Yeah, they'll upgrade that. I'm purely worried about the football on the pitch. I like the pace of play. I think it's a perfect mix of true to football with that action that you want in your game. But I wouldn't be mad if they slowed it down a tad bit. I don't think that's a bad take, Maker. I think that's a good take. There wouldn't. I don't see how that. I don't mind the pace of play, but I see if they did do what you said, it wouldn't be a bad thing at all. Put it that way. All right. Back in divisions. Let's see the level I'm playing. That was a beast I just played, so it was a good wake-up call. But we're back to full-strength teams. Decent. Should be pretty evenly matched. Those cups clearly are no joke, but the rewards are big time. So build your team. Make sure you keep some players. Don't sell them all like I've been, because there's certain restrictions in the cups. So you want to be able to compete in those and get better. Even for just those humbling ass whoopings that help you get better, dude. Period. I'm going to try to position myself to win these balls. I learned that good players are doing that too. I ain't moving my keeper, bro. I didn't even see if you can move your keeper, actually. I did not see if you can. So see, those throws are good. But those other ones where I was marked, they got to fix those. And that was just being in a high block, I guess, is why his players were like that. Because he had them all marked up. Bad giveaway there. Great job by Ferns. Great distribution. Whoa! Tried to catch me off guard. Fouled the shit out of me. Gosh dang it. Good, Ferns. Gosh dang it. Alright, I got to smarten up. We're getting silly here. Oh. Definitely a player who's looking for like those tackleback type of plays. Good. Once I calm down, I should be able to smoke this guy. Ah, I gotta remember those touches. Oh man, he got lucky there, bro. Get out of here. Get out of here. Switch the fields. Good. 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 You're in. What a run. Oh, I see it, though. I see it. Good goal. Fuck. Oh, I should have just kept going with her. I don't think he had it marked. Good, Altani. Good ball. Look at that ball. Good ball. Oh. Yes. Oh. I know, dude. The maker, it's bad ass, isn't it? Come on, one-on-one. What do you got? Oh, no. Dang it. I dove in with my Altani and got worked. Dude, there's some players in this game, and I love to see it. Oh, come on. Get in. Yes, I'll take it. Yes. I'll take it. A little bit of that beta goal. Or alpha type of goal. I'll take it. Sometimes you need the luck. Go. You're in. Smart pulling the keeper out. Look at that ball from his keeper. Oh, I thought he was going to move him. Good. Good. We're in his head now. No, you're offside, dummy. That's where that bad attacking awareness comes in. Great movement. Ferns has got him. Ferns has got her. Told you. She's a beast, guys. The stats matter. The stats matter. Good interception. Shit. Good. Good by Ferns. Wait till they add man marking and stuff. It's going to be amazing. Go. 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 No. Yeah, I'm on PS5, Saeed. You're going to enjoy it so much. It's such a good game. I just got my ass kicked like 6-0 in a cup, and now I'm down 2-1, and I couldn't be having more fun. I'm dead serious, bro. Because there's no nonsense. Even like the glitchy ass goals, like I've given them up, the player scored them because it is an alpha stage, so you got to understand there's going to be some broken stuff. This version's meant to show the broken shit. Damn it. That pass that I wanted was on, but I just didn't make it. Yes! What a goal, Sparks. She's a beast over there on the left. Brilliant shooting. I knew it. Put her with the left foot on that left side, and she buries it, and we're tied. Man, that one mistake got in his head, you can tell, dude, because he was whooping my ass pretty good. But we can't stop now. Like I said, if I calm down, I told you guys, if I calm down, I can start whooping this dude. Sparks. Oh, good defense. Oh. I don't want to give him... Oh, my God. Good. 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 Oh, good sliding tackle. Good. We're fine here. Good. I called him too. Called her too. Come on, Sparks. Good. 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 Want to get to the other side and get Sparks in. Come on. Last chance. Oh, and then I do that. Come on. You're in. Yes. Oh, my God. No. I should have took a touch, guys. Oh, my God. I got to get... I deserve that. You're in. You're in. Come on. Good. Come on. Good. Yes! 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 What a goal! Brilliant stuff. Look at, he followed me with his defender, and I knew he wasn't going to switch in time. Do you see the football? Do you see the football in it? He was following me with his wing back, and so nobody was marking my winger outside. He was following me with his wing back, because I've made that mistake before. Good. This is where football intelligence comes into play, boys. Come on, Sparks. Come on, Sparks. Come on, cut in. Cut in. Cut in. Watch this. Pull top. Shoot. Oh, the pull top didn't go. Or you guys call it a... you guys call it a ball roll. I call it a pull top. Oh, nice move. See how I switch? But now I got to get back into position. No. No. I've never seen Ferns get burned like that. Dang. 87 pace, too? That's it? Fern. Oh, we're going to come back on him. Don't worry. Ah. You know what? I know where I can get him, I think. Good. Pace 80 for defense. Oh no. Did it change on it? Good. Alright, let me see if I make sure I got my changes. Good. We're good there. We're good there. Wing mid, defensive mid. Alright, I'll take this. This is good. Alright. Alright, let's play. I'm in the 5-2-1-2 now. I'm going to try to get him on the width. All right, here we go. I don't know. I don't think. No! Great D! Great D! Uh-oh. Good. See, Ferns usually does that. Can't believe she didn't do that on the goal. Good. You're in. Oh, no. Shit, she got delayed. Oh, I got lucky. If he turned into me, though, it would have been a good tackle, but I almost fouled him. Good, Ferns. Good. Good, you're in. You're in. You're in. Sparks, you're in. Oh, that was smart, D. Good, you're in. You're in. Yes. 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 You better believe we're watching the celebration like he did. Oh, my God. Oh, look at this. Beautiful hold up by Sparks. Look at this, boys and girls. What a goal. We got to watch out now. That was it. That was it. A last second goal. Oh, my God. Oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Kenzie, you awake? Damn, I'm going to wake up my whole family, bro. It's like, 9 o'clock. Kenzie, you awake? Kenzie, girl, you awake? No. Oh, sorry. Holy fuck. My daughter's not awake. I thought I heard her. I almost just got my ass kicked for that, guys. Yeah, I know. He made me watch the Selly, but notice how I made him watch the better Selly, boys. Dude, what a game, bro. This game is freaking the shit, dude. What a game. That could have really gone any way. Oh my gosh. Dude, now you see why I'm doing daily content. Tell me this game isn't amazing. I know, Maker, it's so smooth. How do these guys not... Oh, do I know the release date? Sometimes next year, Saeed. Next year. Boomfa, I don't know. Let me check that. I didn't turn on a setting myself. It doesn't show up on yours? Dude, did I just beat like a really good player? Because that went up quite a bit. So here's general. Manual switch type. Preferred camera, standard or far? Let's check this far one, guys. I might use that far one. Show FPS. What's FPS, guys? VSync, graphics. Doesn't tell me what it is. Network, show ping. Just turn on show ping. Maybe that will work for you. Turn on, I think it does it with ping. Yeah, I love how it shows you who you're playing. Where was that opponent from? Did you guys see where my last opponent was from? I didn't even look. It's a pretty cool feature. So look, see what I'm saying? So I'm not going to use this Holguin, but I'm going to keep Holguin because 90 passing, guys. No, that's just too slow, but 90 passing. So you can get some absolute beast. Don't just pay attention to the overalls, though. Go in and see why it's 90 passing. You know what I mean? And go in and see why it's 70 shooting. They might have 99 long shots, but like 42 defensive or offensive IQ, and then like 32 whatever. So that brought the overall, but they might have 99 long shots or 99 finishing, but everything else sucks. Like, you got to look at individual stats. Now, I don't need... I'll keep him just to show you what I mean. But the 53 pace tells me pretty much what I need to know. That's just too slow. I can't do much with that. But see, shooting 70, but attacking IQ and finishing 80 and 81. That's not bad. Look at that elite passing, though. Holy shit. Really good balance, decent agility, not the best touch. Dude, you really need good close dribbling and first touch as well, though. So that's why this player has to go. Close dribbling 86. First touch 96. Close dribbling 53. First touch 43. I need a new striker. So now you guys see why, like every time I was dribbling the ball and his defender in that cup, his 70 could just kind of cut in front of me and get it. Well, look at his freaking close dribbling and sprint dribbling. The ball, he's terrible at it. And it shows in game. If a defender's around, whereas Sparks, she's a beast. Look at this. First, oh my God, not really. But dude, what was amazing is, attacking IQ 98, 94 finishing. What was amazing about that is on that game-winning goal, we're going to go into my stream and I'm going to show you guys this. Dude, because it's so badass, bro. So badass. It's not even funny. Just give me a sec. Dude, I'm so excited. Boomfa, can you imagine the tournaments we're going to be playing, bro? All you guys. What is that? Alright, so here we go. What is that? Slow. Shout out to my 7 homies right here. I love you guys.
My whole family, bro. It's like...
Okay.
I want to give him... Oh, my God.
I want to give a detailed breakdown, though.
Dude.
And walk through this.
Mix up restrictions in the... Mix.
So let me go take a morning leak. I'll be right back. It's going to be sick, Boomfa, for sure, brother. We're going to have so much fun. These are going to smoke UFL because it's just so much more fun, dude. It's so much more action-packed. Like, it's good football with action. What's up, Nico? How are you, man? Dude, if you get a code... Are you the one who gave me this code, Nico? Somebody I got to thank for hooking me in with the code because, dude, since then, so much good shit. This game is... I've never... Not never... Maybe never had this much fun in a football game if you can't tell. I'll be right back. I want to check the rank of my opponent as well. Because, hold on, let me see something. So let's pull this up real quick. Goals. You go to, you just go to the playgoals.com website, go to user stats. You can go to settings too. What's settings got? Oh yeah, just your connection stuff. User stats. 7-2 overall, 1603 SR, 9 matches played. There's my squad. I can click into any player and see their stats. 4 matches, 5 goals, 2 assists, 1.25 goals a game. She gets 0.47 XG per game, which is at what levels are up, I believe. United States, Trisha Sparks. Gotta love it. She's like the Rodman of goals, right? Trinity Rodman, is it? No, what is it? Is it Trinity Rodman? Rodman's a beast, though. But anyway. So his S. Oh my God, the guy I just beat at is 1789. That's the best player I've ever played. And I came back from 2-0 down to win 4-3. To be fair, I had that one goal that he ran into his net. Definitely more of a glitchy goal. Not my fault. It wasn't a rat goal. It was just whether it was a connection or whatever. And that made it 2-1 him. No, sorry, that was to tie it. What? Let's go back and look at this game. So the best player I ever played. All good, Nico. Yeah, I'm safe, bro. Glad you're safe, dude. Good shit. Appreciate you, buddy. Glad you're in here. So let's start this, guys. Goals is an insane game. I keep saying it. The only pushback I get, I feel like it's from more shallow thinking people. And that's not an insult, right? They just aren't looking at the game through the lens that you would need to at this point in the alpha stage to see how brilliant it is. But time will tell exactly where this game is going, and I promise you what it's going to tell is goals will be the best football game ever made. Kurt says it over and over and over again, and it's true. It's the most fun, the most pure football. The system they're using, the anti-time wasting, I mean, you can go on and on, but forget it. That's talking the talk, right? I want to show you and essentially walk the walk 4 goals with a game breakdown. Now, what you're looking at on screen is my record, my history, which goals keeps in detail. Even at the alpha stage, this is absolutely brilliant. My overall record, if you scroll up, 7-2. Division 5 with a 1603 SR. So they combine all the best things in each game. The SR that you see only in Elite Division and FC, it really does help you like measure where you're at, and you get more points when you beat better opponents. So that's the problem with the division system. Your opponent and how well they do, right? It doesn't matter. So you could beat a great opponent and you just get to move that one spot in other games, right? The same as if you beat an extremely weak opponent, and it shouldn't be like that. So yes, there's the division climbing, but there's an SR with it. And you climb faster based on the wins you get. Not only winning, but beating better opponents helps too. So, for example, you see my squad there. Currently in a 4-1-2-3. I actually switched to the 5-2-1-2 in that last game and had a lot of success. And honestly, that's what I'm loving. I love the width you get from the overlapping wingbacks because the movement is insane in this game. And I love the tiki-taka you can play with that central 2-1-2. So, we'll be switching to that, but that's not what we're talking about here. My entire match history, where I can even click in and look at my opponent, right? You get to see their team. You get to see the players that they had. And you get to see their overall game rating. That is incredible for an alpha stage. So, if I want to know how my team did, as we knew, Sparks played amazing, but they're saying Pertuse played even better with the 7.4 overall. However, the player of the game, which is no surprise, Ferns, our newest member that went from CM to center back, and she's been absolutely insane. Clearly, she helped us a ton. Our keeper even gets a 7.8, right? You look at the opponent, his star players, 2 top players, didn't perform the best. His right back did a good job, right? Facing off against Sparks a lot of time on that left side. Didn't do too bad against her. But then his top player was his attacking mid 7.5, and yeah, if you didn't see, you're about to see, got lit up pretty good. So keep track of these if you can in your head, these player ratings, and notice in game how it tells a story of how we got here, right? And not to mention, if you were to dig into each of these players, let's see if we can do that. Oh my goodness, we can. So on this video, you are learning something right along with me. You can check your players. So what I wanted to do, I faced an absolute beast in a cup game, okay? And in that cup game, his center back was absolutely incredible. So let's see if they have cup games. And unfortunately, they don't have cup games. Hopefully in the future you can have your division matches, and then you can have your tournament matches separate. So they keep the separate stats because I know like this is a league, so you don't want your stats mixed up. But the center back this guy had, lower rated, but I want to see what stats were great because he was extremely fast as center back and just amazing at sweeping up everything. I couldn't get a shot off. Got absolutely torched. He was a much higher rated team, definitely an experienced player, but nonetheless I wanted to see what the center back had to offer because then I could start looking for those stats too. And luckily with your opponents here, like for instance this Easy Money Rico, who I just beat, the best opponent I've played yet, 1764 skill rating compared, he's now at an 1814 skill rating. After I beat him, he must have went up. So to put that in perspective, guys, mine's 1603. Obviously, I'm just now starting. Whereas our boy Easy Money Rico, let's see how many games Easy Money has overall. If we click in, we can see all his stuff. 162 and 131. So beating a player like that is huge. It shows we're in a good space, going in a good direction. Oh, he got a goalkeeper as his free legendary. I kind of feel bad for the boy, right? But either way, and didn't even play that good. But either way, we go in. You get to see the match events. I mean, look at this. You can go back and look at all of your details. This is absolutely brilliant. You can see who scored the goals, when they scored them, right? Rivalry, so you can look at the history of your matches against the player. Analytics, expected goals, so we're right around 3-3, and I ended up winning 4-3, right? Total shots, I outshot him 7-5. Then check this out. Already, right? They show shots and then the goals, where they were at. Look at the locations. There's my 4. There's his 3. And then he had 2 misses. And you see I had 3 misses. The one that's totally solid is a miss on target. The 2 that are kind of shadow circles in the white are off target. So he had 1 on, 1 off. I had 1 on, 2 off. And then I had 4 goals. And he had 3. Unbelievable you can click into each goal. That's incredible. And then, of course, then you had all the player ratings, and you can click in and see the details. You do not get depth like this in an alpha, ladies and gentlemen. Most games won't even let you play the alpha. Definitely not in public. Maybe if you're a content creator or a pro, they invite you in behind closed doors. But the balls on goals, huge. And guess what? It's because they know how good this game is. And they also say, come on, you rats, break everything you want. Exploit everything. Guys, show us what's broken. Give us your worst. This is what great games do. There's a great documentary on the making of Madden. They did the same thing, but behind closed doors. They paid people to come and say, break my game, break this game. And then they fix it for full release. It's a beautiful thing, and the game's already incredible. Yeah, there's some things to fix, but there's a lot more to be happy about. And all these details, second to none. They took the best part of the best statistical and tactical game, which is eFootball, and they one-upped them. I mean, this is way better than eFootball. So, we're going to look into this game now because I want to talk about exactly why everything I just showed you and all that detail, why it translates to the pitch. And even though it's hard for some to see, we're going to go into it and point it out. So, I made a mistake. I had the whole game ready to go. And then I went and got out of it. So let's go into it.
Whole game ready to go. But yeah, look at the difference. You can see
That was a player who absolutely cooked me.
you're in.
This is the game that I ended up coming back
I
in.
know,
So we're
dude.
going to watch it
Good.
start to finish.
Good, you're in. Gosh dang it. That action that you want in your game, Maker. I think that's a good take. Clearly are no joke, but the rewards are big time, so
We'll watch it from the second minute. So every time I talk about the true to football feel in this game, right? I'm talking about the pace of play mixed with the weight of the passes, mixed with the player movement, mixed with the defensive principles, right? Every stat that you see on your player, the more you learn on the better, like I've been saying, you will see in game. When your player gets burned and you're like, why the heck was he able to just run around me? Well, look at your acceleration, look at your speed. Why did a player just look at the defensive awareness? Look at the tackling. Why did I miss that shot and they scored it? Look at the curling shots. Look at the regular shots. Look at overall shooting. Look at every single detail, right? Now, obviously, I'm not saying like, yes, there was like the goal that you're going to see in a little bit where he ran it in. I'm not saying there's no nonsense in the game, but like I've been saying as well, in the alpha version, the point of it is literally to try to find the worst in the game. They want the complaints. They want the feedback that says you guys need to fix this. This sucks, this sucks, this sucks. Rats are abusing this, this, and this. Because then they go and fix it. So keeping that in mind, look how brilliant the game is. Right? Now, early on in this game against, like I said, the best player I've played yet as far as skill rating goes, I was definitely shook. Right? I couldn't settle in. I was making a ton of stupid passes. My opponent's experience was clearly showing. I mean, what has he got? Like 300 games or something to mine 9? And you're going to see the result of that, right? He's closing down everything extremely quickly. I don't really have a good setup to combat how he's playing, right? It's hard for me to find openings, and it's thrown off my rhythm big time, whereas he is constantly finding the good passes, constantly putting me in a tough spot, and it eventually leads to that first goal, and that was his top player of the game. What is that? Bossy, I believe his name is. That was his player of the game, and he was brilliant running from that deep attacking midfield spot, and my defenders were not closing him down. Another player later on burns my ferns, which she never gets burned. If anything, it's like what you just saw where I overcommit because of the insane jockeying. Because her jockeying's so elite, it's like a skill to try to control that very quick movement to where you can overcommit a lot of times, right? So not a bad little look there. We're getting a good idea, but still not playing our total best, right? And slowly but surely, you'll see the game start to change. But for now, my opponent still is getting the best of me with a brilliant heel pass there. And once again, Bossy, who just cooks me, right? Beautiful little skill move. Believe it was a ball roll. Throws me off, right? The change of speed. Gets through and Bossy with... No, that wasn't Bossy. That was a different player. My mistake. But either way, was absolutely cooked on that play. I actually want to go back if I'm able to not screw this up. Alright, so here we go. On the counter. Great pass right there. To Bonang is his name. Look at this. Great skill move. And honestly, if I didn't react to that little skill move, he would have ran into me. I would have got the ball. But I reacted. And so instead of going into me, he goes around me, right? Now that's where you say, like, the animation looked like he went through you. Yes, they got to sharpen the animations. Again, alpha stage. But I reacted off of his skill move, which is what he wanted. And that's my first goal. And so he scores. Now, without a doubt, Great build-up play by me, and then I was very fortunate that he ran that into his net. 100% an alpha point in the game with those type of goals. But those happen few and far between. And I will say, though, it definitely was a turning point in the game. Once that happened, it was like my opponent was shook, right? And you'll start to see. Still has that favorable setup to mine. It's just so hard for me to get passes in through the holes he has just totally locked up, right? Everywhere I looked, it seemed like there was a defender, like he was playing with 22 guys and not 11. But I got the goal, and all you need is one, and we're right back in there, tied up. So I'm starting to get more confidence. Lucky goal or not, it counts all the same, right? And then he's still not playing as good as he was. Like I said, that goal seemed to have shook him. So then we get this last little dribble. I really should have done better there. That could have been the tying goal. But in my head right now, I already am thinking it's coming, right? I feel better about how I'm playing. I know if I can just figure out how to beat his system, I'll be okay. But in this 4-2-2, we may have to try that. And I strongly suggest if you haven't tried it and you're playing goals, give it a go. Because, man, or maybe it's just a kryptonite for 4-3-3, but he had the holes locked up. And I guarantee you, if we look at his defensive players, defensive mids, their defensive IQ is through the charts because their positioning was just spot on every time. When he switched to a player, they were already in great positioning, which is where stats matter. I played a player before this and got absolutely cooked in a tournament, and he just out-teamed me big time. It was 80 max overall, so he had like right at that top level of player that you could have to my like 70, 71, overall lower rated players, my star players that I truly need, they couldn't play, and you could tell. That's a good thing. You don't want a game where the player identity doesn't matter. So as we go back and look at this goal, check this out. Beautiful football, well earned. Now watch what I do here. I want to show you this again. He was brilliant on the defense the entire time. Right? So here we go. So, notice I have the ball with my cam. This is what I'm talking about. In the 4-2-2, those two defensive mids are covering like all angles. So I couldn't get it to that angle to my wingers to even play give and goes or anything with my striker. Just so happens, check this out. In this particular moment, for whatever reason, right, either he didn't switch to his defensive mid or his defensive mid had a lapse, but I finally get that angle, and I get it to a top player in Sparks who has a bomb of a left foot, and she's brilliant on the ball. So watch what happens. He gives me the outside, which is fine, as long as his defender's between me and the goal, between the ball and the goal, really, not even me, he's good to go. So right now he's fine, but right when I took that touch to cut into goal, he wasn't ready. He was planning on watching the pass, did not expect me to cut in and take a shot from there, and so he was not controlling his near defender. Big mistake because Sparks is a beast. Now, maybe he didn't know, because up to this point, I thought she was doing pretty good, but maybe, let's just give him the benefit of the doubt, he didn't realize I was going to have a rip from out there, and look what happens. Just like that, we're back in the game. So everything that happens in this game you can break down to beautiful football. Yeah, that running goal, it sucks, but I created it with good build-up and a good chance. And so now I'm finally rewarded, and it all started back where that defensive midfielder made that mistake. Right? It all started where that defensive midfielder made that mistake. So again, 2-1, boom. Right here, typically speaking, I can't get the ball, haven't been able to get the ball to my wingers, and you can see why. Right? My attacking mid's essentially sandwiched between two CDMs that are just killing my rhythm. Even when I have it at my wing back, those defensive mids are covering the angle into my striker and cam. Right? So the 4-2-2 is a very good way to combat any type of 4-2-1-3, 4-3-3, whatever. This is listed as a 4-3-3 defensive, but it plays like a 4-2-1-3 is what I'm saying. So just keep that in mind. 4-2-2 does very well against the 4-3-3 types of formations. In this case, though, No reaction for the defensive mid. I'm able to play to Sparks. He's worried about the central players, but that's the wrong move, and Sparks is able to finish. So now we move on, right? I want to take you through the end of this game because it was absolutely brilliant. So it's 2-2. You just saw the end of that goal, the tying goal, and now we're going to get to this goal. I want to rewind a little bit here and show you how we got here. Right? So, at this point, let me see if I've switched yet. I believe I have, yes. So I want to take you to that switch because it really did change everything. Because it was so hard to get anything going with my team, okay, after that second goal, was it before or after the second goal? Nope, I didn't switch yet. My tying goal, I was still in the 4-4-2. It's a little bit after this. Pause the game. And here it is. So I've gone into a 5-2-1-2 to use the width to try to pull my opponent's center defensive mids out. That's my goal. Because they've been crushing the center of the field for me and just killing my rhythm. So in 5-2-1-2, I have those overlapping wingbacks trying to pull those defensive mids out and then get to the middle and do some damage. So here, I'm taking my time, right? He's not really pressing me. He's keeping his players tight around the goal. And it's what me and shout out to Boomfoot talked about earlier, that you get more success in this game when you're patient, you keep in your positioning, and then you time your tackle as opposed to pressing, which is typically how I like to defend. I want to be up in your face. I don't like giving you time to think, right? I want you to make an error because I'm pressuring you so hard. But there is a benefit in sitting back, watching where your opponent's going, and then pouncing as soon as you get a chance. The problem is, if you get too complacent, as you're going to see here, this is what happens. So I'll show you what I notice, right? I notice that when I'm moving, and you're going to see I get a little bit lucky there, but what I was going for, when I'm moving, he's not really active on his player switching. This will matter for the eventual game-winning goal. You'll see what happens. He's not really active player switching. So I mentally note that. I lose the ball here, but I mentally note it. And I also get lucky where I get the ball in this area was just the worst miss for him. Now I want you to watch this again. It'll come again. All right. So I take my time. I have my best player in this game, Sparks, on the ball. He's not really worried about player switching and pressing me. Right? And if you're wondering, by the way, I should have said this earlier, but if you're wondering why you can't see the triangle above your opponent's head, because you can't see in real life where your opponent's running. You shouldn't see in football. Right? But this is a user opponent. It's just they don't give your movements and what you're doing away with a big triangle over your head. It's the dumbest thing in the world. And once again, goals, of course, is at the forefront fixing that. So that's why you don't see that. It looks like in other games how AI would look. But this is a user opponent. So he's not really actively hunting me down defensively. He's just sort of staying in his shape. I notice this and I take advantage of my better dribblers. In this case, it's Sparks. Right? And I know it's still not very active, but we're losing time. If that red line catches up to me, he gets the ball. And so look what I do. Once again, right? I see that he's not really coming out of position to attack me, or to attack my attacker, to proactively defend me. He's just staying in his shape, waiting for me to come to him, right? So I'm trying to pull him out with my wingbacks. Trying to pull him out by dribbling with Sparks like some bait. Try to make a play. Right? And I lose the ball here. Now, before anybody says, oh, well, that was a glitch goal or that was a tackle back. Yes, just like I gave up plenty in the cup. But this opponent could have avoided it. Just like I could have avoided mine. And that's the key to understand. Like, I want to repeat. This opponent could have avoided it. For instance, eFootball, which is the worst tacklebacks ever. You can't avoid it.
Your passes take so long to power up. Your shots take so long to power up that sometimes you get caught and it's like, what can I do? I had no other choice. Even if you do a one-time pass, it takes so long to power up, opponents can run through it. But before this tackle back, what you'll notice is my opponent could have and should have either just cleared it, which is always an option. And again, this happened to me too, and I'm saying it for myself. Just clear it, or play this immediate pass right next to you to your other center back. It looks like it's a center back, whoever it is. But instead, boom, right? He tries to play a little cheeky through ball, which I get it. I mean, high reward if you get that there because he had another player running up on the left further up the pitch, but huge risk because look, boom, boom, we're in, and I get it saved? What? I honestly thought that was a goal, but either way, I'm starting to see his holes in his game, starting to see that he's human. He's human. Right? Just like Rocky in Rocky 3. He's human, he bleeds. Or Rocky 4 that was, against Ivan Drago. He's human, he bleeds. So 2-2. We proceed the same way. Right? Being very stupid on these corners, so I got to get used to that. They close them down very quickly. Yes, you can go for crosses. I don't have a big aerial threat right now, so that's why I go short. But I got to get better at it because the minute you take that touch towards goal, the defender is just pouncing on you. And you don't want to get countered in this game. Which, by the way, it's very easy to get countered, right? So luckily I didn't here. I keep the ball, and look how patient I am. Watch how patient I am here, right? Notice that I've recognized that he's not pressing me that hard. So I'm going to have time if I have good dribbling. And my goal here, guys, is to pull his defenders away from my other players. So if I'm dribbling around, it's up to him to keep his player switching active and make sure all my players are covered. Rookie mistake. He's only worried about me. He's only worried about me. And watch what ends up happening because of that. Keeping it close. He has two players right behind those three defenders, and he hasn't adjusted them to cover them as well. He hasn't even looked at them. All he cares about is my player on the ball. Yes, those two players can't get the ball now, but guess what? Because you're so passive, I can make sure I get to where they can get the ball. So watch. Look. I wait on it, and boom. No movement to cover anybody. All he cared about is my sparks. And now I have Kocha, who's an excellent finisher of the ball, if nothing else. I believe I have to double check that, but Kocha I think is a speed. But either way, Kocha gets the ball and check out what happens. The space to turn, hit it, and now we take the lead from 2-0 down against, I didn't know it at this time, but the best player I've ever played yet on this game. I know I'm only 10 games in, but an extremely impressive skill rating. And we're up 3-2. Beautiful goals. But that is not it. He is pissed right now. And that leads to what you see here. But we're going to look at how he got to that, right? This rarely happens, by the way. He's moving the ball around. I'm being a bit passive, more than I like. Right? I don't want him to get in so close that he just needs one pass and he's going to be able to score. But look what happens. Plays this little short dinker here, which surprises me. Right? He had the through ball closer to him. I don't know if he thought he was offsides or what. But very interesting play there. So that makes me see like, oh, I got this guy. Right? I got this guy. I'm smarter than him in the attack. I'm smarter than him defensively. Right? I try to do a slow down here, hoping he'd get out of the way. Still didn't budge, man. Still didn't budge. The shot's blocked. That could have been a great chance. So we're up. Getting late in the game. We're in our 5-2-1-2. No, we're not yet. We're in the 4-back still. Because I forgot this happens, which rarely ever happens. Watch this. Fern's insane center back. But I just missed the opportunity to put in a tackle, and she gets ran around. I thought I would have him with the jockeying. Maybe like if they run into you, it's an auto tackle. But not only does he put one in to tie it up,
after burning my Ferns, who never gets burned, he starts dancing on me. What the is that? Right? I mean, look at that nonsense. Beautiful finish, though. Beautiful goal. So now it's 3-3, and we're getting towards the end of the game. It's anybody's match at this point. So I want to show you what I do here. 82nd minute, still 3-3. Beautiful defense. Beautiful defense. Unbelievable game-saving defensive heads-up play by my boy Altani, who's a beast himself. Ferns says, you burned me once, you're not going to burn me again, though. And notice we're still in the 4-back. I want to get to where we switch it. 29 seconds left. It's got to be where I switch it, but I want to make sure. Or did I switch it at halftime? Here it is right here. So let's see what minute this is. And I want to tell you what I was seeing. I talked to you about it a little bit earlier. So here it is. I paused the game. So I want to tell you. Remember, it's 3-3 right now. He just danced on me, man. I can tell he's a good player, but not an unbeatable player. But even though I'm solid defensively, he's had a few good plays, but I'm not too worried. I'm happy with my defensive principles. I can get them, especially with Ferns and Altani back there in the center. But what I'm not doing as good is pulling his low block with his low movement, just staying home, just keeping that great wall of China in front of goal. I'm not doing a good job of baiting them out. I did a great job on the third goal without a doubt, but that's only one. Now we need another one. So I said we're going to go a step further, right? I'm going to add width to the field in a 5-2-1-2, which you're going to see here. And then he'll have no choice because those wingbacks overlap him. They'll be unmarked, and he'll have to make some decisions. So that's what I do here. I go to the 5-2-1-2, start doing my business, changing up players, and then I want you to watch what happens. This is football, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you play football. I had to finish up the last little switches, but you see what's going on in the game, right? And you see where you can make improvements. Maybe you stay the same, you're just getting unlucky, but you have to decide that. That's where the manager side of this game comes in. So I make this switch, and we get back to business. Now watch what happens from here. Great statement, W statement. Goals is what UFL was supposed to be. I love that. True. All these things we wanted in UFL, goals has. That's 100% true. So great defense. Look at that right there. Altani, beautiful defensive awareness, and saves the game for me right there. I mean, that was absolutely beautiful. Otherwise, we would have either tied it up or maybe I never even score after that because I'm just so heartbroken. While Ferns makes another game-saving type of tackle. Two star defenders with great stats and defensive IQ, standing tackle, jockeying, and they're doing great work. Watch this. Very lucky there. I thought he was cutting in and shooting, so I took a gamble, and he went the other direction, and thank goodness I didn't catch him. That could have been the game. And then look at Ferns, that 90 passing with brilliant through passing. Guys, all the stats of these players translate in game brilliantly. Call their bluff, call out what I'm saying, try to fact check me, whatever you want to call it. This game is brilliant. So one of my best through ball passers, who also happens to be a center back, gets a beautiful through ball, and I want to start looking at those more because it helps catch these low block players off guard where they don't have the whole wall of China in front of their goal. And now look, he's in a vulnerable state. Vulnerable state. All because Ferns makes a beautiful play and then has elite passing from center back and gets my opponent unexpectedly. Beautiful stuff. But notice my vision to see this too. Got to give myself a little props. Excuse me. So watch. Big mistake there. But we're good because we got Ferns. Now watch what she does. She has elite dribbling and elite passing. Right? I'm trying to work it up. Make a huge mistake there. It could have cost me. Got lucky there. No skill involved in that. I took a gamble and I lost a gamble. He didn't go the way I was thinking, and that could have been the game. But look at this. Ferns with the interception, and that pass is brilliant. Right? Now watch. I got him in a tough spot. He doesn't have the wall, and he wins the ball. Huge mistake because I had a runner. I just had to be a little more patient. But guess what? He gets too rushed on his own attack, and now we finished the game. Look at the action. So let's go back again. Pause. That could have been the game right there. But Ferns is brilliant. Sweeps around. Wins the ball back. Good stuff. Great pass. But then I force it. And obviously this player has decent defense because you saw the animation. The longer reach is how well they have it standing tackle. So it looks like this Rangers, right? Shout out to the real life Rangers. It's spelled different, by the way. Makes a good tackle. And this could have been bad because I'm clearly outnumbered defensively. Look at that. I'm not looking too hot right now. So let's see what happens from here. Oh, man. I can't believe he was onside. Beautiful time through ball. And man, this could have been it. If you told anybody right here, like, is he going to score this? After watching this guy play, you would have said, of course he is. But never count out Ferns. Even though, like right here, I thought he was going to continue in to try to curl it. He goes the other way and looks for that near post and almost gets it. But not quite. It's a game of inches. It's a game of inches. So from there, pause. I know my Ferns has elite passing, through passing, loft, all of it. And I see that I have a player pushed up the pitch, which, by the way, I love about what I love about corners. You can obviously have your team or a low block, high block. When you lose the ball, your opponent will have a chance to counter the shit out of you. And it makes for a ton of fun because if you're wise, you can defend it and quell those. If you're not, you can get burned on these. But, as you know, we didn't end up getting burnt. But let's still watch from here. So in this spot, what I should have done is this. I'm about to show you. Boom. Look at that. I got plenty of space right now, but I'm by myself. You see that run? I know he already passively defends. I may be able to hit that angle if I explode and immediately through ball. Right? But look what I do instead in the moment. I tried to make him think I was passing that defender so he would cheat over that way, and then I was going to beat him to the left and take a shot. It didn't work that way, but that's okay because we still play. Now, he sees that line for the end of the game, right? You have to get ahead of it, otherwise the game ends. We go to golden goal, and as experienced as he is, look at the play he makes. Why not play your right winger there? He tried to force it through, and he just wanted to put an exclamation point so he could dance again. But guess what? I got good defenders, right? Not elite necessarily, but clearly good standing tackle, good defensive positioning. We win the ball, and it's not over yet. As a matter of fact, what a ball here. What a ball to Sparks, who's been brilliant all game. What a player to have the ball. As you see, the time is running out. But this ball puts us ahead of that line, which if you're ahead of it, you're good. If you're in it, the clock keeps going down. And it doesn't stop. The line just keeps moving. So, perfect time to get Sparks the ball. Beautiful ball there after the winning the tackle. And let's see who that was. They deserve a shout out for that, without a doubt. Gotta rewind it just a bit more. 100% worth it. They take the corner. Oh no, I rewinded way too far. Holy crap. There it was. Sorry, guys. Gotta get better at my rewinding skills. Sweeps through. Boom. 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 Taken. Sorry, my rewinding sucks, guys. My rewinding sucks. So there we are. We're through. We make the mistake. Didn't work out how I wanted. But then he rushes his pass. Should have played the winger here, but he sees that through ball, and he wants it, but too late. Look at that. Beautiful interception. Of course, it was Alain. Alain. Let me see what the name... You can't butcher my boy's name, so I got to get it right. Altani. Or no, is that a different player? Alain. Let me look. Alain is. That's my French center mid. French center mid. 75 standing tackle. Defensive IQ 67. 89 interceptions. Because now that you look at it, I was about one bad defending player in that spot away from being in trouble here. Because he had one of his best little explosive players on the ball there at the last seconds of the game. But Alain, with that elite level interceptions, right? Blocking 82, interceptions 89, slide tackle 92, didn't do any of that there. But I want you to hear another one. Through passes 90, ground passes 93, 93 curve, but 77 lofted pass. However, that elite interception led to this. Now, to be fair, once you look at it, it was a wide open through ball. So it's 77. It makes sense that this goes through, right? But it was beautiful, I'm not going to lie. And now he goes from not being aggressive at all, just sitting back to going, uh-oh. And the low block player catches himself in trouble. Now, I want you to notice the better attacking awareness that my players have, higher than, obviously, his defenders' defensive awareness. Because they recognize what's happening quicker, I quickly cut the ball back, drop it back with sparks, and check it out from here. Kocha. If you guys don't know Kocha, it's my striker. It's she, not he. I always mess it up. 86 shooting, so we want Kocha on the ball. 86 acceleration, 97 speed, a.k.a. you're not catching Kocha. And guess what? You already know from there. What a finish. Inside of the foot, buries it, far corner. I mean, guys, the details. It's in the details. This game is brilliant, and it was the most fun ever. I even had fun reliving it, breaking this down. But I wanted to go in detail because I wanted to show you. Once you read between the lines and really go into the depth that's made this game what it is, and then you understand it's so early on, right? I mean, you can't help but to love and get excited for this game. If it's this good already, I can't even imagine. So, that's that. I'm going to go eat some breakfast. I'll be back later. Sorry that I didn't just keep playing and playing and playing, but sometimes it's important to stop and appreciate when you see good stuff, especially all the crap we've had to deal with bad football games and the glitches and the terrible connection and the ratty players. And not saying the rats aren't in, goals right now, but they're supposed to be. It's a rat trap. Abuse everything so the devs can see it and fix it. We love it. In the meantime, we're just going to have a blast playing what's already a great game. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Check out my YouTube bio for ways you can get great perks while helping out the channel. If you sign up for a membership, for instance, you get content right away. I also do game footage breakdown, 1v1 sessions, a full 9 with coaching, right? That is $20 a month because it's a lot of work. But just some ways you can help. And if you want a free way to join our community and get 24/7 access to the best football minds in football gaming. The likes of Boomfa, Phil, Kami, Kioma. We even got the eFootball Lord Prodigy still over there raising havoc in eFootball. We got every game under the sun we talk about. At the forefront of that is goals, obviously. We do our own tournaments, leagues, everything, guys. Real football talk. So join the community. It's free. We'd love to have you. And, of course, keep grinding, keep having fun. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.